Ha 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 ha. Oh shoot, I did not close the door again. Okay, one moment. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe now. Yes. All right. Very good. Okay, let's try to. Yeah, if we go to custom games, create game, we should be able to. Yeah, I also hope my thing is working. Yeah, looks like everything is working. You should be able to hear both me and the music right now. Please tell me if you don't hear something, one of these. But yes, we are currently playing Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. Well, we're not currently playing, we're just waiting to find something. But yes, so test. Whatever, doesn't matter. Create game. Have I? Yes, okay. Yeah, I just basically need to create a dummy game in order to whatchamacallit? In order to switch my game capture. Where is it? Right here. Yes. Alright, let's go tap into the game. Should be working now. Let us see. Okay, yeah, I can see it on screen, so clearly it is working. Which means we can exit and now look for a real game to play. 1200 plus Opti, 900 plus without gray, welcome with tons of mods. Why is everybody playing those friggin' The Past maps? I don't understand. Seton's Thermopylae. I don't understand how people are enjoying these. There's like no air, no navy. All you do is just build economy and then build artillery and then like win the game. It's really quite confusing. Okay. Maybe I should warm up with this one DualGap lobby right here. Of course, never too excited to play Gap, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, we've got the whole crew here. We've got United States, Canada, Russia, and of course Australia. Ooh, gonna be a little bit spicy. I mean, the ping is gonna be spicy. Actually, maybe it's like it's more like the opposite of spicy. Like it's gonna be extremely dull with all the the Jews, Baboos, nice name. You know, it also seems to me that this guy means serious business, so I should probably concede that slot to someone else. I don't know, I feel like I'm like the next guy in terms of experience here. So yeah, when I'm gonna be faced off on the eco position against someone who's higher rank than me and also has over 1,000 games, I'm suddenly having my doubts, you know, that I can actually do anything. Can have anywhere but front, please. Yeah, see, they're like also higher rank players than myself joining as well here, so we'll see. Hello, how are you doing? I am doing wonderfully, my friend. Hey, great to see you as well. I hope your, afternoon is also going okay. I didn't sleep nearly as much as I'd like to, as per usual, because you know, family life, just how it be sometimes. Still starting late, as you can see, because yeah, I had to do some extra stuff in the morning. But interestingly enough, I actually woke up before... Oh, hello. Oh, I am air. Okay, that's cool. I don't mind playing air, though I should probably pick a different faction for that. Like Cybran. But yeah, so... I am... what did I say? Yeah, I woke up before my alarm clock went off. And it wasn't like, you know, like I normally do, like two hours before the alarm clock. what goes off. It was actually like 10 minutes in advance, so that was pretty nice. Okay, what? Keep throwing me into like random. Oh, okay. I'm still here, which is fine. Definitely don't mind that. Alright, so yeah, we are... where was I? Kick Gray with 2 games. Everyone have good connection to... I don't even see that guy. Who's that? Oh, this guy. Oh. So far, yes. Yeah, so I woke up 10 minutes before my alarm went off, which it wasn't because of like biological clock or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was because I needed to go to the bathroom. But yeah. How did I end up back front? Yeah. There was some mad switching taking place. Where am I? What? Oh, well, I'm no longer air. I am now land, which means I probably should switch factions as well. I don't know. Go Seraphim, maybe? Or... I'll actually probably go UEF. Like UEF. Yeah. Exciting morning. Oh, well, not exactly. Yeah, I understood what you said, even though you said exiting instead of exciting, and still, you know... Can you stop moving me around so much, please? Hello? What? I can barely keep track of where I am now. Okay. Yeah, so... I had to do some, like, dishes and some other household chores in the morning, which is why I'm starting a little bit later today, but... hopefully it's gonna be... Okay, well... 58%, are you serious? How are we gonna play this game? There's... the game quality is 26%, what? Are you serious right now? It's not gonna work. Yeah, friggin' 26% game quality, what? Oh, we're going Opti now. Well, in case of Opti, I guess I should be... I don't mind being UEF, actually. It was better, but it was like 56%, my dude. Doesn't really change all that much. Okay, let's get... Huh? Well, someone leaves immediately. Oh, there we go. And now we've got a person from Saudi Arabia as well. The full house is here. The entire world is in this one game right here. Also, this guy needs to do a CPU test. Okay, whatever. Please don't lag. Yeah. Like that depends on us. Somehow. Rex. Where am I? Yeah, this guy doesn't need a CPU test because clearly 7 re-X or move to OBS. Okay, now we're going. That was an interesting switch. Yeah, so I have no idea what position I'll end up on because of the optimal balance. Oh, I am Navy. Okay. Navy's fun. Especially as UEF with their extremely overpowered battleships. Let me quickly stop the music. I like playing my Supreme Commander with in-game music, you know. 3... Scout... Interceptor... Bomber... Transport. I feel like I'll do like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3... 3... Alright, so as the Navy player, our job is to build up our economy, then upgrade our Navy to Tech 2 or Tech 3, and then just hold down this position to hopefully ensure that our team has access to all of these mass extractors here. And you do that by building your own Navy and protecting your team from the opposing Navy. Ha ha ha. You should what? You should chore mirror red. Crazy go T3, please. I did choose mirrored, yes. Oh yeah, the breast cancer awareness pink guy really didn't want to go here. Too bad that's exactly what happened. Uh-huh. Rip, rip, rip. Just gonna build a whole bunch of mass extractors. Make sure. Alright, so the commander will walk up to this and then repair. Go here and finish the other extractors. Okay, meanwhile, this dude should go here, then go here, and then reclaim. Reclaim is very important. I am the logger. I guess apparently this guy is lagging. Which is a little bit of a shame. Wow, I'm completely out of energy. Oh, okay. It's gonna be fine, right? I've almost completed this thing already. Come on. Thing bouncing all over. Who's that? Who's Kuba? I don't even see a player with that name. Oh, well, I do. Is that the guy from Australia? Come on. Finish the thing. Okay, there we go. Finally. Think I might have been... Oh, God, the mass. The mass is real. Can't afford to be... Okay. Pow. And also pow. Let me scout some astoof. I really need to do that. Right, our engineers are managing well so far, helping us not power stall, essentially. Oh, interceptor. Oh, that's bad. Hello, can you please start reclaiming? About to power stall again here. I guess I can disable this thing. That doesn't really do anything. Are you going Navy or air? Navy. Why are you not reclaiming properly, you dum-dums? Okay, yeah, the commander will come back and assist this then. Scout was like, what? It's to scout enemy navy. Alright, now we can do that. There's the interceptor. We can probably land it like right here. No. This will make engineers infinitely. Send them like here for now. Typically don't have an issue. Sure. Okay, this guy's typing up a storm here. I'm not gonna read that. Okay, this guy repair this and then do this. I feel like we're good on energy at this point, which is nice. Okay, so right now we're using one engineer and the commander to help bring this bomber out faster, which should allow us to destroy a couple engineers that the enemy navy player has. And in that case, I feel like we should do pretty well. So prioritize engineers, of course. There is one. This guy is also going navy. So is that? It's a power generator, okay. After that I can bomb these and then probably just patrol these. Oh, what is that? Did someone build a friggin' naval factory already? That doesn't quite compute. Also, yeah, Lagerino, Cappuccino. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Right, yeah, now we're just hyper assisting the transport, basically. Yeah, the transport will go here. Then go back. The commander. Oh, this thing is already Tech 2. Right, second scout should go here. Right, now we need one engineer who would... Hello? Oh yeah, the commander, right. The commander is doing nothing. You should go here, do this, and then... what? I did not ask for that. I merely asked you to assist. Okay, then this, and then this, and then the commander will also be shift queued to assist this. There we goes. Okay, so we are... Hello. Who are you? Oh, brought out an engineer already. That's interesting. And just reclaim this one, though. Mm-hmm. Is that an enemy as well? No, it's a friend. Okay, cool. Okay, there's my bomber. Yeah, the bomber should go out here and try to kill these before they can do too much against us. Alright, meanwhile, these guys should probably go like here. And this will start producing naval factories en masse. Okay, you should go here, you should go here, you go here. Fix your con. Well, you're saying it like I can somehow do anything about it, or they can. Yeah, for now probably should cancel some of these. And then go something like this, and then build one of these. Alright. So we're good so far. They want this guy to reconnect to FAF. I guess this guy really knows what to do, but like, I don't know. Also, not entirely sure why this guy is stealing my extractors, but whatever. Alright. Looks like we got a solid... yeah, okay. Yeah, let's build a sonar, build like an anti-air turret, maybe another water... I almost said water factory, naval factory, of course. You should go... you should go assist this Sawana guy. You should... oops. You assist this, actually. Yeah, you know what? You two go and get me some reclaim in the middle, because everyone else will take forever to get it, of course. The engineers are not dead, interestingly enough. Yeah, I don't think this guy knows what FAF means, but he also... Kuba, can you leave? Yeah. I'm not entirely sure how well this guy is going to fare, considering, you know, we've got a... oh yeah, okay, we've got a 400 player on air, and this guy has... these guys have a 200, 100 even. Yeah, also for some reason, yeah. There's the first enemy frigate coming out. But also, I don't think it's gonna matter too much, because yeah, by the time this frigate reaches us, basically we'll already have ours out. And then we'll also have a submarine. Yeah, we'll capture these two mass extractors. Still not entirely sure what this guy is doing or why. Okay, well, it would seem as though this guy might never come back. Which is unfortunate, because that throws everything off balance. I hope we don't get, like, air crushed extremely quickly here. Also, what the hell is this guy doing? Pure fire. Oh wait, they ejected him now. Well, are you going Navy? Because Because you're supposed to be eco. Okay, there we go. Boom! Nice bomb. Gets rid of all these extra engineers. See, not the Australian. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now we can finally see the enemy base. For some reason our teammates decided to not build air at all. No idea what's up with that. I guess at least, yeah, the pink guy should be able to reach T3 air relatively quickly here. Or the other pink guy. And yeah, I'm not sure why he's so insistent on building that navy. Yeah, okay, so this can be building frigates now. This can... okay, you assist, you go. Reclaim. Yeah, these can produce like 5 frigates each. I'm pretty sure this is going to be enough. What? Yeah, the engineers have arrived. Hello. Yeah, this will just produce engineers infinitely, so we can reclaim whatever our enemies don't reclaim. We do have ourselves a frigate, which is, what is that? That's the enemy commander. Yep, that's the enemy commander right there. And you should take extreme care, because that could kill you. You can go and... yeah, we can actually need more engineers to help our economy now. You can probably go and reclaim. This factory's like not gonna do anything, I guess. Let's have this one upgrade to Tech 2 slowly, like on its own, kinda. This one will probably... I don't know, just produce these for now. I think, yeah, submarines will be useful, because if this guy gets forced into water, then the submarines will kill him. It's kind of cool. What is this? What is he doing? What is this flak cannon? What is this navy? Why is he assisting navy with like 1,000,000 engineers? What? Like, you're not supposed to do that as eco. So I'm not entirely sure if this guy knows what he's doing, but yeah. Yeah, I'll bring my own navy as well to help. If we can eliminate this guy as well, that's gonna be epic. Not gonna lie. Right, there's more frigates as well. Oh, he's dead. Yep, he's like super dead. That's nice. Yeah, at this point I'm pretty sure this guy can't escape anymore. So that's cool. At least we got one. Nice. Well, my navy is dead, but whatever. That's cool. Our eco player decided to... oh god, why are you not doing anything? Hello? I forgot to queue up the orders properly. Yeah, see this? What? God damn it, I can't click drag because he's disconnecting. Hello? Release me from this prison. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll move kind of... the commander will move kind of like this. Because we do need this eco. Wow, that's a lot of engineers I just got somehow. Yeah, and very soon we'll probably have to... I guess I can send these guys to help this. And then, since the enemy has basically no navy, I feel like we're probably... yeah, you know what, let's create a Tech 2 air here. And with that Tech 2 air, we should be able to... with that Tech 2 air, we should be able to... oh, my frigates are still alive? What? Or are those different? Oh, those are different, right? Oh yeah, also... yeah, let's go... let's go and get some... yeah. These guys will go into the transport, which will then shift Q through here. Scouts in this batch will go like so. Oh, it looks like we're crushing completely. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, these should also start working on the... Hello? What is happening? Why are you all upgrading different extractors? What? I guess I queued the order slightly inappropriately, haven't I? Okay, yeah, you should probably just go like here. We've got 3 bombers. We might be able to do some damage with these. Not entirely sure where though. What if we send them like here? Yeah, you know what? Let's send the bombers like here. And then see what we can do next. Yep, so our navy is already advancing quite heavily. Quite far indeed. It looks like... Oh, wow. The green guy is really taking point here. And doing all he can to stop the... Right, I dropped my engineers slightly too far away. That's okay. The most important thing here is to build the extractors. And of course I was upgrading too many extractors at once, so like, why is this bomber still alive? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so you are building... Yeah, you're just building frigates and subs, whatever, no big deal. I am stupid! Well... oh, god. I think you just control-K'd his Tech 3 air factory. That's gonna be interesting. Do you at least have any... Well, yeah, okay, he does. Oh, the red guy better pull through then. And get his own... Here, cover me. He just... His T3 air fact. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Oh yeah, by the way, naval crush. It's time for naval crush. Alright, I'm actually not stalling mass anymore somehow. Okay, yeah, now we can start... What? Hello? Oh, right. Okay, there we go. So yeah, 5 engineers. Yeah, these extractors have been upgraded to Tech 2. I feel like I can afford to upgrade at least one of these to Tech 3 now. Yeah, there's like tons of torpedo launchers here, but the torpedo launchers aren't actually that good. With enough frigates, we can clear them all out. You can see that happening as we speak, actually. But yeah, now, okay, now it's no longer possible. So let's just retreat our little endeavors here. This will produce both engineers and frigates. Hey, hello, Unlucky Panda, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? See you later. Have to go first. What do you mean first? I mean, that's cool. You can go. You can go anytime you want. We don't judge here. But yeah, if you have to go, you have to go. That's fine. Yes, the enemy has successfully defended against us here. In the... Yeah, so let's try upgrading these as well. Though the faster we upgrade them, the earlier we will manage to... Yeah, basically this means we can queue T3 Navy immediately, because there is literally no point to... Hello? Yeah, my commander is doing nothing. That's nice. Okay, so you guys build me some T2 power. It's kind of long overdue that I did that. You guys go and reclaim me some T1 power in the meantime. Sorry for my misclick. Yes, it happens all the time, my friend. It's okay, don't worry. I will now keep producing these things like mad. Oh well, Red is flying with his T1 interceptors for some reason. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm not sure this push will work. They can just really... I mean, if this guy thinks it will work, then who knows? Alright, let me try with these bombers, I guess. Wait, maybe in this case I should be producing like Janus bombers. Yeah, so the interceptors are here. We've cleared all of the gunships, so now we can go like here. Okay. We're gonna do some serious damage to this position here. Yep, there we go. Killed like a bunch of stuff, but not really. Oh, nice Nothas actually. Yep, that's good. See, killed all of the turrets again. Let me see if I can... Yeah, we need to target like these specifically. I think that'll work. Okay, yeah, we're now... This guy is now positioned his PDs like over here in the enemy face, which is really nice of him. Alright, so can we... Right, the commander should actually be helping these. This guy should be helping these. As you can see, it's clearly still not enough mass, but you know what? That's okay. We'll get there eventually. Ah! Aha! Can we... Oh yeah, we need to send some here. But the juiciest reclaim is. Also, we can probably pause all of these now. Because, I mean, why not? Unless these... Oh, well. Unpause these briefly so they can finish. Because they're almost finished. Come on, there we go. And now pause them. Also, these are... Yeah, can also pause these. That's cool. Just need to upgrade them extractors, you know. And yeah, this factory should now be sending engineers through here. Also, yeah, I'm not entirely sure why, but this guy just stopped pushing for some reason. And this is a really unfortunate situation because, you know, this is all allowing the enemy eco player to upgrade their economy quite heavily indeed. Yeah, we still clearly haven't got enough eco, but you know, when we finish those power generators, the situation should improve slightly. Right, we have now hit Tech 2 Navy and now transitioning to Tech 3 as we speak. This one loyalist is chasing down the commander for some reason. There's also more loyalists on the way. I really hope this guy doesn't die. Okay, he's got overcharged, so he shouldn't die. That's cool. I lost a whole bunch of interceptors because I'm a dum-dum. But that's okay. I'm sure people won't miss them too much, right? And yeah, the T2 power is now done. That should be all the power we need for the next little while. I'm still not entirely sure why... Hello? What the hell is this? How did they sneak by? What? That was a little bit weird. That's okay though. Our engineers are finally coming back to the place where they belong. Very nice. Okay, yeah, there you go. Like I said, after the situation has been solved, the commander, yeah, you know, the commander should probably also be standing here. That will allow the commander to... Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, this guy is just blocking mass at this point, so you know what? I'll reclaim this extractor and build another in its stead. Because, yeah, all he was doing with that was blocking mass. There we go. The engineers aren't doing much. You know what, at this point I should probably like send... Oh yeah, let's send these engineers here and build like a sneak attack 2 radar here. I think that would be funny. Okay. Actually, still not over... sorry. Okay. So these guys can now be sent to help. Actually, the Tech 2 engineers should be sent here to help build the other Tech 3 extractors using the power of engineering, of course. Okay, purple has hit T3 air now. That's bad news for us. What is lagging? Well, somebody's clearly lagging. It's pure fire and do something for us. Stop Fat Boy and reclaim it. I don't know about that. A surprise Fat Boy could very well work. Just like, do we really need to do that, you know? Well, in the meanwhile, I shall now upgrade my... Hello? Hello? Are we going to have a... Okay. Yeah, these guys here can reclaim these 3 extractors, generators, because these don't do anything anymore. And then you should probably go ahead and build some storage, because clearly no one else is using this space, so it might as well be me. Yeah, and this will then start producing Tech 3 air. It's already a little bit past the time we did that, honestly. Yeah, this extractor I'll probably just be upgrading, keep upgrading it, you know, on its own. Oh, there's a SAM launcher, that's not good. Yeah, it's probably should have used those torpedo bombers to snipe the... Okay, what is this guy doing? He's not even making ASF, what? Okay, so yeah, we've got ourselves some Tech 3 engineers who can now go and build us some Tech 3 power. Navy's toast. Yeah, so much T2 gunships. Well, that doesn't matter, actually. T2 gunships won't win you the game, my dude. T3 engineer for Jose. Alright, Jose. Whatever you say. Okay, yeah, so let's start making battleships and support them with cruisers, shield boats, and bulwarks. I like the sound of that. You shall now cancel and be upgraded to Tech 2. And then Norsto start making cruisers and shields. Unpause, please. You will be making engineers and frigates, alternate between the two. We don't have SMD bottom. Scout for enemy nukes. Okay, you know what? I'll scout since I can. Really, I'm the only one. What? Experiencing some weird bugs there. Alright, so we have built a sneaky radar. Get it to T2. This will be just making Imagine if I actually managed to do like a land push here, that would be hilarious. Alright, the first battleship already half done, very nicely done. Actually, I think when I'm done with the first battleship, I'll go and make some... I'll go and give my commander a resource allocation system. Because yes, of course. Yeah, and then if you're wondering why I keep producing those frigates even though they barely do anything anymore, it's because the frigates are Basically an extremely cheap way of giving your army some more health, or your navy in this case. Hey! First T3 generator almost complete. Very nice. Hello? Something is killing my frigates here, that's not nice. Oh, they've built like 1,000,000 artillery pieces, yeah, that's okay. The battleship will completely annihilate all of this, so that's fine. What isn't fine is the fact that, yeah, I'm currently stalling massively. That's cool though. And also it's pointless to send your army against those bricks, because all of these bricks are gonna pound them into the ground, you know. Control K this extractor, make it into T3 instead. There we go, there goes our first battleship. You should now get a resource allocation system. Then I'll actually go ahead and queue up like T3. Yeah, the battleship will stand like right here and just pound everything, as battleships do. As long as it can figure out how to get out of here. Okay. I think it's figured it out now. It would be terribly awkward if my battleship just kind of stood there and did nothing. I think at this point I should just be making strat bombers with the air factory, as well as scouts. Scouts are nice. Yeah, I'm here. It says Jade Husky. Then I take 2 shield to protect. Then go here. You guys assist the air factory actually. So yeah, we've almost got a resource allocation system as well. Which will be really nice. Yeah, and then after that I'll get T2 and then T3 and then Billy Nuke. Right, you got another T3 mass extractor here, which is really nice. These won't be upgrading just yet. Oh, there's the fat boy. It's finally reaching. Very nicely done. Just hope it doesn't die horribly because, okay, you guys need to focus on the factory rather than whatever else you're doing. Probably also pause this because it's not really doing anything right now. That's a cruiser. Then there's the shield boat coming. And after that I think it should be... There we go. Okay. So yeah, of course the cruisers, you know, keep firing upon these, all these bricks and whatnot. These cruisers are allowing the bricks to, forcing the bricks to retreat. I'll claim these extractors while no one is looking. This guy is asking for cover again. These are just Tech 1 torpedo launchers. That's not gonna do anything, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, the commander can now just kind of upgrade on its own. Go, that's another mass extractor that we will soon claim. Please stop. God damn it. Yeah, I shift queued the... Come on. Okay. I shift queued the mass extractors, which caused the engineers to just not do anything. But yeah, very soon we will do the final push with our battleships, since the enemy navy basically doesn't exist. That allows us to, tired and I have work tomorrow, so I should be sleeping. Oh, well, please, by then, by all means, go to sleep. I mean, I am not forcing you to stay here, you know. Don't ever tell anyone that. I am not forcing you to sleep here. Nice cover, what? Is he for real, or is he joking, I wonder? Well, the fat boy is just destroying everything now, so I guess he might in fact be for real. Alright, so... Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey. I just sent a whole bunch of gunships there. Oh yeah, we've got an omni-sensor mid, so this is kind of pointless, but you know, it's still fun to do. Also, this forced that guy to build like a million PD that down there. That's funny. Oh, there's the... Oh, cover! Cover! You know what? In this case, I should probably be building some fighters myself as well. This isn't really doing anything. Yep. Lose the fat boy. Just like that. I thought this engineer was moving, but apparently not. Yes, so. This isn't the most optimal timing to upgrade your mass extractors, but you know what? We're doing it slowly but surely. Oh, there's an Awasa wreckage. Holy cow! I want to know that, please. Okay, first of all the fat boy, and then the Awasa. Hello. Can I click on that, please? Thank you. Hello. What is this? Why? Yeah, we're having some serious Corsair problems. It looks like it... Oh. Also, for some reason, the artillery is reaching my battleship. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but okay. Yeah, so let's just target the artillery with the... Yeah, let's just target the artillery with all the stuff. Still getting destroyed by the artillery though. The most important thing is to not lose the battleships. Yeah, and everything else will just stand near these. Give us some more mastery claim. Alright, oh, I should be also making a Tech 2 transport after. Actually, a Tech 3 transport, never mind that. Ra-ta-ta. Yeah, these should be prioritizing artillery whenever they can. Alright. Yeah, see, this mass extractor is still Tech 2, that's a mistake. Should not be happening. Oh, whoops. All. I clicked on that by accident as well. Happy little accidents all around. Can we scout? Yes, we do have some scout planes. Oh, hello. The enemy commander is right there, that's cool. Let's kill that then. I found the enemy commander. Sending my strats here. What was that all about? Alright. Yeah, and then I'll build a bunch of drones. Okay, I think the shields should be penetrated quickly here. Yeah, this guy should be toast now, right? Yep, there goes that commander. Nope, we're not flying over so many of these things. Wait, where is this guy going? What? Okay. No idea what this guy was doing, but okay. Where is the... Yeah, I do have a Tick 3 transport, so it's time to send my commander on a secret mission that no one will ever expect, I promise. Yes, so battleships. Battleships, stay there. These guys go here. Also, apparently we've lost all the engineers who were reclaiming the Wasa. Or I lost them, rather. Oh yeah, we should be making more Tick 3 extractors like post haste. I think that should solve the problem, right? So yeah, basically the deal with battleships is that artillery actually can't reach them. The problem is they can, for now, build enough shields to just stop the battleship damage outright, but that won't be the case when we get, you know, when our commander gets in. Yeah, where are the two? Yeah, you should go and build, yeah, build this. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there's a Novax coming in. That will eliminate the necessity for scouting. Pretty cool. If I do say so myself. Yeah, these need to be upgrading. These... Oh, yeah, also these need to be working infinitely. These can also keep working infinitely. Alright, so my commander is here, and lo and behold, for some reason we're not producing those nukes though. That's a little bit weird. Alright. So yeah, producing the tactical nuke will of course greatly reduce our mass income, or not reduce, but like have it be a lot less for a moment. So now we should choose a target for Billy nuking. That would work very nicely, I think. Yeah, we don't see the enemy right now. Yeah, the most important part of about the Billy nuke is that you can only ever... Well, let's try this. See if it lands at all or not. Ow. My battleships are getting hit by something. Not entirely sure what it is. Oh, whoops. stupidly disabled my battleship targeting. Was bad. Really hope I don't die because I like get spotted here by those frigates. I probably shouldn't, but you know. I do have some Coopers here, as well as some destroyers, which should prevent this from happening. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes! Yes!
Whoa, thank you for the raid, Arya. Welcome. Hey, great to see you again. I hope you had a great stream, or a great end of your stream anyhow. I just lost one of my battleships. That was slightly unfortunate, but you know what? That's cool. We're still doing the stuff, along with the things, TM, and yeah. Hey, welcome! Massive shoutouts for our friend and host, or another amazing streamer, Aria X Song. Hey, the D&D session got super wacky. Yeah, that's what I hear about them anyway. They get super wacky super quickly, and that's nice. You know, that's cool. That is always nice to hear. Okay, there's an Awasa now bounding the positions off. Yep, we should be careful. That's not gonna, yeah, it's actually not gonna destroy anything. Oh yeah, you're not making anything, right? At this point, it should probably be making like torpedo bombers, strat bombers, boom, boom, boom. A little bit of everything, you know? I know that the good old, a little bit of everything strat isn't always that great, but you know. I think we can make it work for now. Did I? Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, the commander should not be idle. Should be sending some extra missiles as we speak. Yeah, for some reason we still can't find the enemy commanders. I have no idea what those would be. Why is my entire navy going there? Excuse you. All I wanted to do was this. Oh, that didn't even kill them. That's nice. Okay then. Interesting. Enemy comes with no Vex. Right, I should be scouting super hard here. But yes, if you've never seen Arya's streams before, you should definitely check them out because they're highly entertaining. I feel like these are commanders right here. Alright, so there's like gunships and stuff coming in here. Which is a mistake considering a large amount of cruisers we've got, but okay. Sometimes mistakes make us stronger, I suppose. Yeah, we need to be targeting these now. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. Because yeah, this artillery will destroy us extremely quickly if we don't pay attention, so... Yep, there's like a million gunships here. My air is nowhere to be seen. Or our air, I mean our air player, of course. I should probably start making some aircraft carriers, shouldn't I? Let me see if I... Wait, we don't have aircraft carriers? What? How's that work? Is that because... Oh yeah, is that because like the only aircraft carrier we're allowed is the Atlantis? Because that sounds kind of depressing. So yeah, obviously the gunships will fail here. The problem isn't that, the problem is there's friggin' subs in my face now. Which means I should probably try to... Are there any Coopers here? Yeah, everything besides the battleships should go here. Yeah, the commander should be running away, putting as much distance between itself and the enemy as possible. So yeah, I am going for a little bit of a risky maneuver, which is to have our commander on the front line doing the thing. DM. Alright, oh, all of these mixes have been upgraded to Tech 3 as well, that's cool. And my commander is still doing God knows what. Let's reclaim them. There we go. Shouldn't take very long to reclaim, considering, yeah, I got robbed by another me. She sweet talked me, rubbed her legs up on me and rubbed me blind. Okay, brought a tear to my eye. And welcome, Roland Morsey. And yeah, I wouldn't call this try-hard mode because, you know, I am probably gonna die here. I done 5 to go. What? Where? What are you talking about? Who is done and where? I don't get it. Oh. Hello. How did this guy die again? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, welcome Rowan Morsey. I hope you enjoy your time here. I've definitely heard your name before. This should stop producing engineers. Or, I mean, should stop producing frigates and focus on engineers. Hello. Can I hit this piece? I actually might not even kill those harms. We'll see. Okay, the harms are... looks like they're alive still. But yeah, I'm not sure how exactly sweaty this can be considered. I hope somebody occupies these extractors. Also, I hope somebody on our team eventually goes to build a friggin' game ender, because so far none of the sort is happening. I mean, might as well be me, but like... very sweaty, okay. As you say. Got some torpedo bombers, but nothing to bomb. I suppose it's interesting to note that the Billy Nuke is so sweaty. I wonder, I don't think it will land if I target them here. Target that here, because, you know, friggin', there's plenty of TMD here. Let's see if we can eliminate them before... we'll see. To start the Maver, yeah, that's what kind of what I was been thinking. What? That's what I've been thinking about. You know what? Yeah, let's go do that. So first we load our engineers into the transport because that's faster. Get them through here. And we'll build a couple of shields and whatnot. Okay, that... the Billy did not land there. Massive waste of mass, of course. Can we maybe... I feel like we can maybe kill some of these. See if I can lead the target. Well, I don't know, I think that should be relatively good. Okay, I think the battleships are destroying them. Probably should be careful with your commander. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll take my commander away after this. This is my only Tech 3 transport, but yeah, I'll be going now. Yeah. Commander, go into transport. Transport, go here. There we go. I've got oh, I got 19 strat bombers. What? How long have I been sitting on these? What? Oh, okay. Can I kill this guy? You know what? Let's go kill this guy. Because he's like, yeah, we've got free stuff here. Yeah, these should probably just go die. There's no point in having them anymore. Yeah, because I don't think these guys realize that I've been building strat bombers the whole time. There's another Novax by our Eco player who's just building Novaxes the whole time. Okay, yeah. So you are Tech 2. What the hell? Where are my... what? Okay, I sent a Tech 2 engineer there instead of Tech 3 by accident. That's nice. Should be sent here probably. Hello. Is my commander going to make it home safe, please? I sure hope so. Okay, how can 4 battleships not break through that? Okay, that move command needs to be eliminated. Okay, yeah, there we go. I know I'm going for exactly that as we speak. Kill the scout, yay! I see it's a commander. Very soon it's going to be an empty space on the radar, at least so I hope. But anyway, we've got... Okay, yeah, there we go. There's the engineer. I hear my bombers going off. Okay, yeah, let's build some high... actually, you know what? That's probably a good amount because I've got plenty on the other side. Those shields are positioned quite badly, actually. Yeah, this needs to be stopped. Here. I feel like this will do for now. But yes, I need more tech through... Okay, you know what? Let's send the... Yeah, let's send the drones in there. Send in the drones. Hello? Oh no, oh no, this guy's still alive. No! Come on, are you serious? Focus on the commander now. That's I think that's a Tech 3 artillery shooting us now. That is not good. If we can weaken those shields using the battleships, then we should be able to probably kill them. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Okay, good luck to you too. Hope you have a nice day. I need to send these engineers in to help like yesterday. Hey! What is this? Oh, they're building a soothsayer. That's fine, it's not gonna do anything, but yeah. I'm glad the enemy eco players has only managed to build a Tech 3 artillery so far. That was very nice of them to... Oh god. Bombers en route, they should have been en route like yesterday, but that's okay. Ow! My battleships are getting destroyed by, I guess, by these. I don't know. Come on! Where are the bombers at, yo? Okay, there are the bombers. They aren't gonna make it very far, but they have dropped the bombs. Okay, this guy is sending them through the front. That is not enough bombers, though. Oh my god. Yep, he's still gonna survive somehow. Stupid. Okay, there we go. There goes the artillery. That's cool. Yeah, we're finally building... Oh yes, the Maver has started. Very nice. Oh, he's seriously gonna tell me this guy's gonna survive. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I am also getting pounded by his artillery as we speak. That's interesting. Or whatever this is, I don't know. We need more. You know what? Okay, let's upgrade this to Tech 3 and start making Tech 3 engineers non-stop. I could have, you know, probably done the same thing using yeah, this is frustrating beyond belief. Yeah, let's have the battleships retreat and start destroying this artillery again. This is fucking stupid. Yeah, of course now I need to upgrade all these shields to Tech 3, because otherwise my base is gonna get annihilated. That's not very nice, is it now? Okay, there's a battleship just standing there. Can't move, apparently. Yeah, also no idea what these guys are doing. But clearly they're doing something wrong. Okay, so can I... Yeah, I need to like grab a whole bunch of engineers here to assist with these as well. Yeah, I can actually focus my battleships on the... Yeah, I can focus my battleships on these for the moment to destroy them, I think. Yeah, I also have no idea what these torpedo bombers are dropping the bombs on, but whatever. Okay. we probably need to just do Coopers this, or more Coopers technically, I guess. We only got 3. They aren't doing a very good job protecting the battleships though. This is frustrating. Wait, we can still build this though and then go here. So I suppose that's something. Hey, let's go build some extractors again. Then build some more extractors here. Let's see if anybody's planning to... No, nobody's planning to... Hello? Why are we standing around doing nothing? Alright, so a whole bunch of my battleships got wrecked. I need to collect the reclaim. Thankfully, I've still got some engineers on site. Probably better to use, use support commanders at this point, except I don't have those. That's cool. Bring the Coopers and shields in here. Oh, there's more engineers in here. I can probably, you know what, I can probably airdrop them. I feel like that would simplify matters slightly. Now these guys are still scouting for commanders and whatnot. It doesn't really matter. I don't think they even see the Maver. Here, Hete, says that guy. Which I think that's supposed to mean air here. Yes, it does. It is. Cool. Yeah, I've still got no idea how we don't have any strategic missile defense bottom, but whatever. I think that's the commander right there. Oh, maybe we can kill that. Looks like this guy is still losing his fat boys because they aren't supported by anything. That's not very nice. I wonder if my torpedo bombers can get that commander. I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so we, need to prioritize artillery on these once again. Alright, looks like the fat boys, the fat boys won't be very long for life, but, you know, at the very least they might be able to... What the hell is this? I have no more Coopers, apparently. Which is interesting. God fucking damn it, I'm using the wrong keyboard once again. Alright, looks like they haven't noticed my torpedo bombers yet, which is cool. So as long as we can fly safely through this... At this point I probably should just build an Atlantis, honestly, but, you know. What is that? Oh, these are like artillery pieces destroying the engineers, that's cool. What? What's up? Think it's not safe here or something? Help. Build neighbor. Oh, hello. Yep, that's the commander right there. Well, it's not gonna accomplish anything, but hey. Whoops. Ah! Well, there goes my... Oh, wait, it's alive somehow. Okay, that's good. Mechanical... What? Wait, who was that again? I don't even know. Well, okay, I don't know who it was, but they clearly went for the wrong target, so that's cool. Where are my battleships? My battleships are fucking stuck. Because they stupid. Okay, let's only build torpedo bombers from now, I guess. Yeah, I need to assist this more now. Lost a mass extractor off of that. A shame indeed. And lost a whole bunch of hive bases as well. Alright. What is that? Oh, they're building a Scathis. Well, I mean, with my neighbor half complete, I don't think that's gonna matter really, but thems do thems, I guess. This battleship is still stuck. Okay, it looks like the subs are finally retreating actually, which is cool. Prioritize artillery. Yeah, so we didn't lose too much in terms of eco, but we lost all of our build power. Which hurts. That's okay. Send these guys to help. Okay, so these guys will basically just keep trading artillery shells forever. Which, alright, that's cool. You do you, I suppose. Spook them with those fighters, it's not really gonna do anything, but whatever. Yeah, we clearly need fewer of these now. Scouts. Yeah, I don't think building fighter is actually gonna do anything, so whatever. Does this... Tech 3 engineer, oh yeah. Tech 3 engineer should go and build a mass extractor here. And surround that with that. Then restore all these kennels. Also restore the shield generator. And yeah, I think for now we won't be reclaiming, but instead... Oh, hello Battlemoose, welcome! Hey! Battlemoose, yes, a shout out is due for our another fellow Supreme Commander streamer, Battlemoose 354. Thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to see you here. Yes, we are playing on DualGap, unfortunate as it may be. Looks like, yeah, at the very least, we are currently winning, I want to say, because our even though our eco player is doing nothing, the enemy eco player is also doing nothing with their battleships and whatnot. So at least in that particular case, we're kind of okay for now. Don't really know how long that's gonna last though. But yeah, we also need to Yeah, one of the enemy commanders just teleported right here and started destroying my base for some reason. Didn't go too well for him, but you know, it was that was a little bit weird because, you know, now I have no no build power, or I had no build power for a while. Luckily I've had some spare engineers here, so I was able to bring it back, but yeah. Yeah, so for some reason all they're doing is building Tech 3 artillery. Now they're also building a Scathis, which, I don't know, they might be able to construct it before I finish mine. Considering, you know... Considering I've been building it essentially forever. Wait, where was it again? Oh, it's right here. I don't know, I might be able to do some damage to the Scathis using these Strat bombers. Probably not, though. Alright, so we get rid of the enemy battleships. It's time to focus on their artillery once again. Because this artillery is not doing us any good. I mean, of course enemy artillery is not doing us any good. What am I talking about? Also, why did my mass just shoot up into the sky like that? Okay, well... I don't know why, but we are still building at the same pace, so that's cool. We've got another... Ow. I was gonna say, if we've got another group of engineers to send, maybe we can... Yeah, these won't really matter a whole lot. Oh yeah, okay, we can send these here. That'll help. Also, why are you still making Tech 1 engineers? I'm not entirely sure. I guess that's some cheap build power for us still. Kind of okay. This battleship is still stuck. I have no idea how to make it unstuck. But yeah. We've now built 2 donuts. Here's hoping these donuts will actually accomplish something. The enemy is also building harms, which isn't really going to do anything. Yeah, after the Maver is finished, we should do this. I mean, of course. So yeah, there's basically 2 enemy players left. And we are 5, and we still can't handle anything because, you know, this guy is only now rebuilding the massive structures. Took all this time to do that. Should send the scout like here, I think. Yeah, these engineers also aren't building anything, so they should be building this and then assisting this. Fuck, wrong language again. Check. Scathis. If we can kill the Scathis, we essentially win the game, so it's probably a good thing to do. Considering how long I've been building this Maver, if they finish the Scathis first, I'm gonna fucking cry. Okay, you can do this, you can help these dudes. Well. More kennel drones to ensure that I'm hoping the enemy team doesn't build a, you know, friggin' whatchamacallit. Doesn't build a Paragon or something. Whoa, I just got like 1,000,000 mass. That was cool. Well then, using this mass we can maybe complete the Maver at a reasonable pace. I don't know. I selected a drone instead of something else. Try to build shields like that after the generators are done. Oh, the donuts are almost here. That's cool. Can we please finally kill? Okay, we killed like one of these artillery pieces. All this time, like 4 battleships firing upon them, and only now you kill them. That's nice. This guy is building strategic missile submarines. Not entirely sure if it's gonna help, but you do you, I suppose. Right. Right, we should probably, you know what, we should probably shield our base a little bit better. Because very soon we're gonna start getting pounded by a Scathis. So it's probably a good idea. What are the donuts doing? They are killing the artillery. Should have focused donuts on Scathis. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, oh, it's up. Oh no. The Scathis is in fact up now, so... No, it should be like boom, 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 and then maybe this way we can do some damage to it. Or even, no, actually that's not gonna work. That might work. And also, yeah, if I've got any fighters left over, we gotta go and kill these because they are still like advanced. Get more shields on your Maver ASAP. Okay, yeah, good idea. So let's cancel the generators. Actually, just never mind, cancel everything. And then, yeah, build some more shields on that Maver. Okay, the allied support commanders are gonna make it a little... Oh, what is that? Okay. I'm done. Right, target the Scathis right away. Ha 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 ha. Ah, so the enemy submarines are attacking now, which means we should send in our... Right, so the Scathis is targeting the top base, which is good. They might actually not even be aware of the existence of my Maver, which would be ideal. I gotta build, you know, wherever I can, I suppose. Because, yeah, it's not gonna be very clean by any means. Okay. If our battleships are still... What is that? I have no idea, but I'm too afraid to change it now. Where are my... Okay, yeah, our torpedo bombers are right here. The Maver is firing. Yes, the Maver is firing. Very nice. Okay, I think I found the weak point of the base, except there's only 4 strats left now. Well, that's okay. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna do this now. Of course, the strats won't really do anything, but the Maver sure will, or it should. Oh, they're building an SMD as well, that's nice. Kinda wish they'd done it earlier, but hey. Have we reclaimed everything? I don't know. Oh. Alright, yeah. Probably at this point should just focus on producing more. Where are all my torps? Torps are gone. Fighter should be sitting here. So what about... Yeah, at this point we should focus more heavily on strat bombers, I feel like. Alright. Hello! You should try and keep the T3 pigeons throwing your Maver, but just try and squeeze extra shield. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. I know that, right? Obviously those shields are important, but like, oh, there's a donut coming for the Scathis. Well, okay, the Scathis is now dead. For sure. Yep. Which means I should now be targeting something else with that Maver. Probably like their economy, I guess. I don't know. Power, maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's target their power generators, if I can even see those. Oh, this one will explode nicely. So will this one. Alright, cool. I suppose that's how we win then. There's a, what is that? That's a monkey lord, okay. Oh. So yeah, now all the ships can move in much closer to the actual targets. Actually, you know what? Okay, I should still do this. Shift G, Shift G. The artillery can destroy them extremely quickly. Oh, strategic launch detector, that's nice. Alright, well. I guess that's how we win then. Have we got any more of these? Yeah, you know what? I should probably just build a quantum gateway here to make more economy, because clearly my economy was inadequate to make a Maver. Doesn't really matter now, but you know. Hello? Can't move still. The frigates are now trading shots with a... Whoa, what was that? Oh, it was a nuke. Right. So now my battleships can move even closer. Very cool. Alright, so what's left? Pretty sure the only thing left is like this power. Oh, yep, there we go. There goes the power. Or at least half of it. Oh, yeah. Just shoot the comm, I guess. I don't think these shots will ever make it, but whatever. Boom! At least the Maver is destroying something. Oh my god, I'm gaining insane amounts of mass. That's not good. Build more kennels. Alright. Yes, welcome whatever name is available. Great to see you as well. Yes, we are playing Supreme Commander using the Forged Alliance Forever client. Oh, I think I hit him there. Or maybe not. Maybe it was all of the... Oh, the torpedo bombers. Yeah, probably. That's okay. That was the... For next... Yeah, for next time. Alright, so... Not a bad game to start the day, huh? I mean, it was a little bit too long for my liking. But you know what? Let's see. So in terms of resources, I'm actually 5th after... Well, most importantly, after that Cybran player, who had half the map for like half the game, or had half of his team income. Coming from Total Annihilation, should I start with Supreme Commander, Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, or Supreme Commander 2? I think honestly you should start with Forged Alliance, because Forged Alliance is arguably the best version. Supreme Commander 2 wasn't very popular in general, because you know, it was, you know, they removed a lot of stuff that made Supreme Commander appealing, basically. Meanwhile, Supreme Commander 1 is, you know, the classic that everybody loves, similar to Total Annihilation, but, you know, Forged Alliance is what really brought it home. Like, Forged Alliance introduced a ton of quality of life improvements, more like, you know, essentially more of everything, more content overall, so yeah. Forged Alliance is just basically the better version of the original Supreme Commander, and using Forged Alliance Forever, which was what you typed there, using Forged Alliance Forever, you can get even more quality of life improvements and other cool stuff. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm actually gonna go ahead and cast a game, because, you know, I haven't done that for a while. I should change the game date though, because starting from last year is freaking ridiculous. Let me see if I can... Yeah, let's start with the 7th of November. So, thank you for detailed response. No problem, that's what I'm here for. I try to give as detailed of a response as I can, as long as I can afford, and just don't trail off, because, you know, while playing the game and, you know, commentating all, you know, saying all this at the same time, it's a non-trivial matter, I should say. And, yeah, sometimes it can get hard, but I think we're managing so far. So yeah, well, whatever question you have, please ask away. By all means, I will gladly answer as long as I can. So yeah, how about we cast a game of Setons right here. This one features Law and a whole bunch of other cool peeps. When was that one? The 14th. Oh, this one was yesterday. Oh, ooh, that's cool. I wonder if we got any more cool stuff. Let me see if I can find another map that isn't Seton's. I think most people here will probably play Seton's anyway. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, well, there's a nice one, except except it lasted 1 minute, so clearly something went wrong. Yeah, it looks like they tried to... Oh, there's one. This one's a little bit too short though. Only 18 minutes. I wonder if I... Oh! Okay, this is cool. Yeah, you know what? Let's cast this one, and then the one that the settings that I found before. Oh, your last 1v1 was there. Oh, okay, let's try that then. Replay number, huh? Yeah, so you've given me a replay number. Okay, you know what? I can always come back to these because it's very easy to find them. If I reset and then go to replay ID, there we go. Yeah, so 1 5 6 8 7 6 5 5. Here we go. Battlemoose versus 1 to see you naked. Oh, what a name. I'm loving this already. 30 minutes. Sorry about that. 30 minutes as well. It's gonna be... It looks very promising indeed. Let me see what exactly happened there. Let me see. Don't build mass fabricators unless you have upgraded every available T2 mass extractor to T3. Yes, excellent idea. T2 mass extractors are the most efficient way of gathering mass in comparison to, you know, anything else. Or upgrading them is. Okay, let me just mute the music, because I usually, when I cast, I usually don't use any background music at all. Anyway, this map is called Loki. It's a 10x10 map, which is it's fairly old, but it was actually created by the community, I'm pretty sure, and it wasn't there by default in the original Forged Alliance. So this map has a 3000 total base reclaim on it, which means, you know, these tiny rocks and trees and whatnot, you can harvest them and put them back into your economy as resources. That is one of the unique features of Supreme Commander, is that every wreckage, every rock and every tree you see can be absorbed to give you more resources. What these resources are, I will explain in a little bit more detail shortly, but first let's go and see and introduce our players. So, in the red corner, we've got ourselves 1 to see you naked at 1400 rank points, almost 15. I think it actually rounds up to 1500 if this was a global. In Ferrari red, playing Aeon, going first land and then going for some power generators and mass extractors. In the blue corner, we've got ourselves Battlemoose, who just wanted to introduce us to this particular replay. This one is yes, he's at currently sitting at almost 1300 rank points, playing UEF in baby blue and also going first land and for pretty much an identical build. A factory first and then some mass extractors and power generators, whatever he can reach. So anyway, this game has two main resources. The green one is called mass, the yellow one is called energy. So energy can be gotten by, or can be obtained by building power generators, which you can build anywhere, like these two. Right here. Here you see power generators. Meanwhile, mass can be obtained only from specific points on the map. One of them, like I said, is a reclaim, where you absorb the wreckage of destroyed enemies or allies into your economy. The other one is called, yeah. The other one is called mass points, or, you know, mass mass veins, I guess I should say. I don't know what else to call them. But basically, yeah, you can build those mass extractors only on specific points on the map, and this is the primary way to gather mass. So of course mass is the more precious resource in comparison to energy, but if you don't have enough energy, then everything else will stop working or work incorrectly. So it's very important to always have some energy left over, at least, unlike mass, where you can easily be sitting at 0 mass and still, you know, do stuff. Well, when you're at 0 energy, it's extremely bad, let's just say that. Anyway, so yeah, you can see the openers from both of our players. Where are you from? Australia, okay. interesting conversations going on in the meantime. So this is a 1 versus 1 match using the ranked matchmaking system, which is one of the features that Forged Alliance Forever has introduced. You just click one button and very shortly you will be matched against an opponent of a similar skill level, at least hopefully. And you don't know who the opponent will be or what map you will be playing on until you load into the game, essentially until the game starts. Or shortly before that, so yes. This game has 3 distinct combat theaters, I should say. Land, air, and sea. They are all very different from each other and, you know, play out quite a bit differently. Of course, land is the most... Oh, hello.
Fresh meat.
Hi, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. I hope to see you around a lot, and I hope you enjoy the content. Anyway, yes. So land is very simple. Those are just, you know, those little machines that crawl or hover or roll around and shoot enemies. Also, these engineers right here, which do the same thing, except they can't shoot enemies. All they do is gather resources and build stuff. Next up, we've got air, which you are about to witness here. You produce some flying planes, and these planes, you know, the difference is that they usually have less health. They fly super fast. At least they have less health for the resources you spend on building them. I mean, they fly super fast, and of course they can accomplish whatever you send them to a lot faster, at the cost of, you know, being much more fragile for the resources you spend on them. And then there is also Navy. Navy has a very distinct, you know, feel in comparison to land and air. Naval units cost a lot more mass in general to produce, but they one thing they have, their advantage over land is that they outrange the land units heavily. And even if, you know, even if they can't go on land, which most of them can't, even if they can only stay on the water, sometimes it's worth building them because they, you know, they have such huge range that basically whenever you take control of a large body of water, you can then pound your enemies with impunity from those positions, like you saw me doing the last game. Like, you know, our team essentially had naval superiority for quite a long time, and with that naval superiority, we were able to use those super bulky battleships to bombard the enemies from afar, without them being able to do all that much. Anyway, so I think we're about to have our first land engagements here, or, well, okay, there's the bomber out from Want to See You Naked. That was the first unit they produced from that air factory. The bomber is about to drop a bomb on the unfortunate engineer, who will surely, yep, there we go, see? This is why bombers are extremely important to send out as early as possible, because they do this, you know, see? This engineer went all the way from here, all the way up here, spent like 3 minutes walking or rolling, and then the bomber just flies in and kills it immediately. And now you can't build this factory, which means this factory can't produce units, which means your domination over this particular area is contested. This is what those early bombers do, and this is why people make those. But anyway, yes, we are, of course, the main thing to note here is that in the early game, all of the players will be, or at least the players when they're playing 1v1, will be prioritizing land over air, because, you know, land units, they just, you know, they can actually stand there, and you can make them a lot faster. And, you know, by standing there, they are occupying the territory, allowing your engineers to walk in and build it. Air units can be, you know, quite easily destroyed by building those interceptors, which you saw in action right there. The interceptor shot down the bomber as it was, you know, after it dropped the bomb. Interceptors are extremely cost efficient, and they can eliminate any early game flying units extremely quickly, so you always want to be making land units. They are extremely important. So yes, it looks like those 2 mech marines out from Battlemoose actually managed to kill this engineer who was building the mass extractors. They actually managed to destroy both of these mass extractors, which every one of these extractors gives you 2 mass per second, so this is basically the Want to See You Naked losing 4 mass per second from that. You can already see, if we go here, we can see that actually Want to See You Naked has a bit of a mass income advantage over Battlemoose as of now, but, you know, at least it was slightly alleviated by those 2 mass extractors going down. Yes, so in terms of total reclaim, which is the total number of resources you've gathered from the map that are just, you know, lying around, as opposed to mass extractors, you can see that Battlemoose is actually super far ahead at 24,000 2500, sorry, mass points versus 1.4k for Want to See You, and this results in Battlemoose having a total advantage in terms of total mass gathered. This is total mass gathered. You can see 7900 versus 73, now 8000 versus 7300. So yes, Battlemoose is ahead in mass, even though his income is quite a little bit lower. These gray units you can see scattered about are civilians, which can also be reclaimed and absorbed into your economy, just like the wreckage and just like these rocks. It looks like there is a very large, the first large land engagement about to occur here. We are witnessing it right now. It looks like Battlemoose has numbers advantage, which means, yes, Want to See You will probably lose this position and will be forced to withdraw. Unless, of course, his commander shows up and just destroys everything. Your commander is an extremely powerful combat unit. It's basically equivalent to, in firepower and survivability, to 20 of these little tanks here. At least in the early game, and also, yeah, it can also build things faster. It builds things as fast as 2 engineers. But yes, the best usage for the commander in the early game is this: just to bully the enemy land units and just to chase them away. And the commander of Want to See You is doing exactly that. Meanwhile, Moose's commander is doing the exact same thing on the opposite side of the world, destroying these little tanks here. Which, yes, will be forced to retreat or die because they don't have the numbers advantage over the commander, at least, you know, not enough numbers to actually count. So yeah, the trade-off, of course, for having such a powerful unit as the commander is, the trade-off is that if your commander dies, you literally lose the game right there and there, right then and there. So you need to, while it's good to be aggressive with your commander, it's basically like attacking with your, you know, with your town center, with your main structure in other strategy games, because, you know, it's extremely powerful, extremely survivable, it can shred your enemies in seconds, but if it dies, you are out. You just lose the game. It looks like the tanks from Battlemoose are actually pushing almost into Want to See You Naked's base at this point. I think Want to See You actually does have enough tanks to resist this push. So for now, yes, for now both sides just retreat and cut their losses. This the position on the in the, what is this, northwest, right, in the northwest for Battlemoose is under jeopardy, however, because this one bomber will actually be enough to eventually destroy all of these mass extractors, because it's protected by the interceptors, and so it's going to be hard for the interceptors of Moose to actually shoot it down. And now there are also tanks retreating to support these flying units as well. So in terms of units, in terms of how unique the factions are, there are 4 factions in this game in total. There is the United Earth Federation, or UEF, which is what Moose is playing. There is the Cyber Nation, which is not represented in this game. There is the Aeon Illuminate, or Aeon, which the red player is playing. And then there are the Seraphim. So the differences between factions in the early game are fairly minimal, you know, they're just basically differences in stats. Every faction has the same baseline units. You can see if we select the land factory right here, see engineer, scout, light assault bot, tank, a mobile anti-air gun, mobile light artillery. And if we select Want to See You and look at this from his perspective, we can see the exact same thing here. Engineer, scout, light assault bot, tank, anti-air gun, artillery. And the exact same thing also applies to land and navy. Sorry, to air and navy. The differences come in forms of stats. Those early game units, even though they do the exact same thing for all factions, they have different stats. So for example, there is a distinct difference between the Aeon light tank Aurora and the UEF medium tank Striker. The Striker has itself 300 health, while the Aurora only has 155. How is that offset then? This is offset by the fact that the Aurora tanks have higher range, which means that as long as they can kite the opposing tanks, they can actually eliminate them with ease without taking any losses whatsoever. This is not what's happening right here, however. Now, Want to See You is not being very good at kiting right here, because yes, you don't want to allow enemy tanks to get this close when you're playing Aeon, because you will suffer the consequences as you're witnessing. Like even this group of strikers, which is roughly equal in numbers to this group of Auroras, I feel like they could actually have a chance of taking these Auroras down, as long as they can consolidate and push as a single fist rather than running in one by one like this. Well, no, now they have no chance anymore. They have to run away. I think they will get cleaned up all the same. The commander of Battlemoose, however, has destroyed this Tech 1 point defense turret, which you saw firing upon him earlier. Tech 1 point defense turrets are extremely powerful. They do extremely high DPS for the early game, and they have good enough health to support to survive for a while. But they are hard countered by those wonderful things right here, the mobile light artillery. So Moose got slightly unlucky that he had no mobile light artillery on hand there, because one of these is enough to destroy a single turret, because the turret it just outranges the turret. So you still need to support these with something else, which wasn't happening here. So Moose was able to easily clean up this position and will now start massive land production here. You can already see 4 factories and 7 more queued up. So Moose is poised to secure this position without too much trouble anymore. And also going for a primary weapon upgrade on his commander, which I will describe to you in a second. So what else can I say in the meantime? Yes, okay, so about the faction differences. So yes, so the baseline units are basically all the same, except the differences in stats. However, it gets more and more complicated. There are more and more differences as the factions tick up. So there are the 2 tech levels in total: Tech 2, Tech 1, and Tech 3. Tech 1, Tech 2, and Tech 3. One thing worth noting is that your land units, air units, and naval units are teched up separately. So you can see right here, for example, Want to See You has a Tech 2 land factory and is already producing Tech 2 land units, which are much more powerful than Tech 1 land in almost every aspect, including range, damage output, and of course health, survivability. Meanwhile, Moose only has Tech 1 land so far, as far as I can see, and is instead going for has gone for Tech 2 air. So now he can produce Tech 2 planes, but can't produce Tech 2 land units. Also, Moose's economy is suffering right now. As you can see right here, this is not how you how you want your economy to look like, because this is horrible. You know, he's got no no mass to speak of, and no energy either, because I think he's just doing too many things at the same time. Yeah, so he was halfway upgraded on his primary weapon, but had to stop because he now has to basically construct something else, finish something else before he can resume construction. I think he's trying for no, not really. I guess he's just busy micromanaging his army for now, which it looks like he is getting pushed in slowly but surely by those few Aurora tanks, as well as he's also his forces are also getting surrounded. His main base is getting surrounded on 2 sides. Not a very pleasant sight to see, so he should try and fix his economy ASAP, which I don't know, maybe he's oh yeah, look at this, now he's looking a lot better, and now he will be able to complete his generator and then complete his primary weapon and put some serious hurt on the enemy. You just have to be careful not to die in the process, or not to lose everything, which is arguably the same thing. In terms of the total amount of land units, if we press Ctrl L here, we can see that Moose is working with 80 tanks and 40 artillery pieces, while Want to See You is working with 52 tanks and 11 artillery pieces. So overall, Moose's forces are a lot larger. However, Want to See You has already made a transition to Tech 2 land, and even though he can't afford to produce them currently, he's already got 13 of these assault tanks out, and those assault tanks can, like I said before, they also outrange almost everything that Tech 1 units have, and are able to withstand some good amounts of fire, and also dish out serious damage, which will, you can see they're already racking up kills. 1 kill on this one, 2 on this one. They, of course, 2 of them aren't enough to stop such a massive swarm of enemy tanks, but slowly but surely they will build up, and the advantage will keep mounting and mounting, especially considering that Moose now has to deal with an incursion in his main base. Those tanks, if they are left unattended, they can do some serious damage to both his energy as well as his mass production. You really don't want to lose these Tech 2 mass extractors. They cost a ton of mass, and they don't pay off immediately. You want them to survive for a while to pay off. He has already lost 1 Tech 2 mass extractor right here. You can see this one, the wreckage gives you 530 reclaim, which means yes, that was a Tech 2 mass extractor that died. So Moose is definitely not going to be happy about that. You can see that Wants to See You still has an economic advantage, 57 mass per second versus fluctuating between 45 and 50 something. The fluctuations are from Moose reclaiming the enemies that he has killed, or the allies that have died. Meanwhile, Moose is also working on another upgrade in his commander, actually completed that already, so Moose's commander is much more powerful than it used to be, because of these two upgrades right here. So the two upgrades, your commander can be upgraded with 3 different upgrades from 3 categories here. You can see there are 3 slots basically to upgrade. There's the right arm, there's the left arm, and the back. Every slot has different upgrades that can be installed on it, and these upgrades are also different for different factions. For example, the UEF have access to a personal shield generator, which, you know, just makes your commander a lot chunkier, but also costs energy to operate. Also, they have access to a tactical nuke, which is an extremely powerful, you know, well, exactly what it says on the tin, basically. It's a missile that you can launch at your enemies that can do some serious damage if they don't notice until it's too late. Next up, yes. What the upgrades Moose has chosen, however, one of them is his primary weapon, or gun, as it's colloquially known. This one is, it doubles the damage output of your primary weapon, and also increases its range by about 35% from what I remember. A very cost-effective upgrade, you know. You just get this upgrade and then you run around like this and you just kill everything you meet. Unless you get overrun by like 20 enemy tanks. In that case, you probably won't kill them, but they will kill you, but for now he should be fine. And also, the other upgrade he's gotten himself is Nano Repair, which is a Nano Repair system, which massively boosts the health regeneration of your commander, as well as gives some nice chunk of a nice chunk of health on top as well. So currently, instead of the normal, I think it was like 12,000 hit points, he is working with 14,000, almost 15, and also has 56 regeneration per second, which is roughly equal to DPS of one Tech 2 tank. From what I remember, if we can see here, those blaze tanks wait, this is an obsidian tank, but it still makes sense. Okay, so the DPS of a blaze tank is actually 119, so it's not a very favorable comparison, but if we choose a blaze tank, which is one of these, yeah, 45, there we go, so actually even exceeds the damage output of one blaze tank. So this, you know, at Tech 2 is where the differences between the factions truly start to show. For example, these blaze tanks are excellent at eliminating, enemy Tech 1 units, like I described before, because, you know, they are relatively quick. They have extremely high rate of fire, which is the most important thing when you're dealing with the enemy Tech 1, is that you eliminate them quickly. That's exactly what high rate of fire does. And they can also hover over water, which is a really neat feature that allows them to flank your enemies unexpectedly. Meanwhile, the UEF strikers, which I can't see right now because he doesn't have Tech 2 land, the UEF strikers are a little bit less nimble, but also have some extra health on them, and the rate of fire is also considerably lower. And then the differences just keep piling up as you get your upgrades and take up further. So looks like the northwestern corner might fall into the hands of Moose once again, because there is a massive army advancing. It could very easily destroy all of these mass extractors and factories and turrets. And for now it looks like Want to See You can't really do anything about it. However, it's important to note that Want to See You is inside Moose's base right now with those Tech 2 tanks, which can put some serious, and even bigger, do even more damage essentially to Moose's economy. And it looks like Moose was planning to defend with gunships, which is, you know, a decent idea, because gunships are, of course, those Tech 2 attack helicopters essentially. They have great DPS against land units, but the problem is Want to See You also brought with himself a anti-air defense cannon, which Tech 2 offers much more powerful anti-air defense cannons that are specifically tailored to counter large swarms of gunships, and that's exactly what happened. All the gunships have been shot down. It looks like now Moose will clean up, but not before losing a couple mass extractors. Or not. I don't know, I can't see if he's lost any, actually. If we can select here. Yeah, it looks like he's managed to save most of his mass extractors here, which is really impressive considering how dire the situation looked. But now, and very importantly, you can see that wants to see you, or want to see you, has already advanced to Tech 3 land and is now producing those Harbinger heavy assault busts. Now these things are, you know, once again the same thing as the transition from Tech 1 to Tech 2 offers. These guys are a lot tankier and have much higher DPS in comparison to Tech 2 units even. And now that he can build a massive army of these, he can easily, you know, steamroll the remainder of Moose's Tech 1 units and, you know, quickly dispatch them, forcing Moose to act and do something else, like finally go Tech 2 land, for example, because I'm pretty sure he still doesn't have it. Yeah, it doesn't look like he still has Tech 2 land. He's only working with Tech 2 air right now, while Want to See You is working with both Tech 3 land and Tech 2 air. In terms of income, however, Moose is now massively ahead thanks to having cleaned up this northwestern position, as well as occupying more and more stuff on the southeast. And he's constantly putting out more and more Tech 2 factories to produce massive hordes of units. His commander is kind of stuck here though, because, you know, stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, this here is the base, which is extremely fortified with heavy Tech 2 point defense turrets, which can do insane damage in a very small amount of time. You really don't want your commander getting close to that. But on the other side, he's being surrounded by those blaze tanks, which are, you know, eliminating his Tech 1 spam at high efficiency as we speak. Spam is a term that refers to basically cheap, extremely low, extremely cheap, extremely cost-effective units that you put out in the early game, essentially massive swarms of Tech 1 units. Now this Janus bomber right here is a Tech 2 fighter bomber, which is a unique UEF unit. It's quite different from the equivalents of other factions. So the Janus bombers, as you're about to witness, we've seen that before, but you can see it again here. They drop massive waves of napalm on the enemies, and that's what they do, you know. Their damage output is actually not that high, but using all of this napalm, they can easily burn extremely large clusters of smaller Tech 1 units. So yeah, they're also really good against spam. But with these 5 turrets standing here in a row, every pass of the Janus bomber drops hits every turret. So it's almost the same thing. It's just not quite that effective because, you know, their DPS is comparatively low. But this allows Moose to eliminate all of the turrets, and now his commander, which is extremely powerful, it should be noted still because of both the nano repair and the gun upgrade, is advancing straight into Want to See You's base, and now his headquarters are threatened. Now headquarters are a unique mechanic that was also added in Forged Alliance Forever. It wasn't in original Supreme Commander. The headquarters are basically once you make an advance from Tech 1 to Tech 2, or from Tech 2 to Tech 3, one of your factories, the factory that you upgraded first, becomes headquarters, and once you've got one headquarters, you can upgrade other factories to Tech 2 or Tech 3 at a reduced cost. However, herein lies the problem. Once your headquarters are lost, your cheaper higher tech factories can no longer produce Tech 2 units or Tech 3, because this is what headquarters are for. So yeah. While you always want to have, like, as few headquarters as possible, and more support factories, as those cheaper ones are called, the problem is that if you lose your headquarters to something like this, now you're kind of stuck. You can only produce Tech 1 units. Unless this guy has somehow managed to build another headquarters somewhere else, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any more of these, so no, yeah, his production is just stuck. Unless he switches to Tech 1, which, to be fair, those higher tech, support factories, they can't produce Tech 1 units at a much more rapid pace, but you really don't want to do that. And yeah, this is an extremely sad situation for Want to See You, because, you know, his base is gone, essentially. His base is completely gone. And, yeah, he can't even produce any more high-tech units for the same exact reason. However, it looks like on the opposite side of the world something very similar is happening. But the remainder of Want to See You's forces is advancing into the main base of Moose, who has built like 1 million Tech 1 defense turrets already. In order to hopefully protect himself, will now build some Tech 2 turrets as well, and those will be much harder to deal with for Want to See You, because unlike Moose, he doesn't have his commander here. You know, the commander would be able to easily deal with all of these. But if you don't have your commander, it's going to be a little bit trickier. And look at the insane DPS of these. See how quickly this Tech 2 tank is melting under the damage of all these Tech 2 turrets. Tech 1 turrets, sorry. And now there will be Tech 2 turrets in the mix as well, which are much more survivable and have higher range. So the Harbingers, even though they're still super scary because, you know, they outrange the Tech 1 turrets from what I remember, they have approximately the same range as the Tech 2 turrets. We can actually check. Actually, never mind, they are vastly outranged by the Tech 2 turrets. The problem is Moose's commander is under attack for some reason. Oh yeah, he's just busy cleaning up the remainder of Want to See You's base. There's basically nothing left. Look at this. Want to See You's base is completely gone, and his commander is just hiding underwater doing nothing. At this point, essentially what Moose can do is just build a whole bunch of torpedo bombers, and using these torpedo bombers just, you know, destroy Want to See You's commander, because the commander essentially can't go anywhere anymore. If he goes on land, he will get accosted by Moose's commander, along with all these hordes of spam, which he can't even deal with anymore, I'm pretty sure, because he probably doesn't have energy storage. No, he actually has plenty of energy storage somehow, but has no energy to work with anyway, so basically it's all irrelevant. Wait, no, he doesn't have energy storage. Never mind, it's 4,000. Yeah, the storage is 4,000. He doesn't have it anymore. The factories are, yeah, the Harbingers and the Obsidian tanks have all been killed. Of course, Moose is also left without energy completely. The exact same thing has happened to Moose. I don't think he has any Tech 2 engineers here. If I can... Hello? What? Oh. No, there's one Tech 2 engineer in this on this entire screen. So he should get to constructing Tech 2 power ASAP, but it looks like for now he's using the band-aid approach of quickly building a whole bunch of Tech 1 power. Yeah, the reason you want Tech 2 power over Tech 1 power is because it's much more mass efficient, as you can see right here. Tech 1 mass extractor costs, I forget, it costs 200 mass, no, that's not it, 75 mass, sorry, and produces 20 energy per second. Meanwhile, if we can find that friggin' Tech 2 engineer again. Hello? Where are you? There it is. The Tech 2 engineer. The Tech 2 power generator costs 1200 mass, but produces 500 power per second. So it's basically much more mass efficient to build those things. And yeah, once you've got your multiple Tech 2 power generators, you should generally just self-destruct all of your Tech 1 generators and reclaim them. Because this is much more efficient. And the same exact thing happens when you transition from Tech 1 to Tech 3, Tech 2 to Tech 3, sorry. Tech 3 power generators are once again much more efficient in comparison to Tech 2. But yeah, I'm very curious as to what exactly Want to See You is going to do now, because Moose is busy building factories in Want to See You's former base. And it doesn't look... Yeah, well, there's one radar here, cheekily constructed by one of the few last remaining engineers from Want to See You. These Harbingers are walking in to die, pretty much, because the commander is right there. Like, you know, 5 Harbingers, they could present a serious threat to the commander, especially if the commander isn't aware of what's happening. The problem, however, is that, yes. So the reason the commander is so scary when dealing with those high-tech units, expensive units, is because the commander has a powerful attack called Overcharge, which can destroy even the most powerful high-tech units almost instantly. However, Moose has no access to this attack, because in order to have it, you need to have at least 5,000 energy in your storage. He just got it now. It was extremely close for him. He almost, yeah, was almost killed there. Now one Harbinger won't kill him. He can, yeah, easily clean up this Harbinger and then he'll be just fine. But yeah, that was really scary for a moment. He could have, if there were like 2 more of these Harbingers, he would have died there. And there you go. Want to See You finally concedes defeat. Admits defeat, I mean concedes. And this is the end of the game. So yeah, a pretty interesting game that happened there. Moose just building a massive batch of Janus bombers to to destroy these turrets and just push in with his commander with little to no resistance. That was brilliant. I love this game, and thank you, Moose, for showing it to me. That was incredible. And you know, if there are any new players or players who are new to Supreme Commander still watching, I hope they really enjoyed this, because that was amazing. Okay, so now I'll probably go ahead and... Hello? Are we good? Are we online? Yeah, I think we're still live. Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you for showing me this game. That was brilliant. I loved it. But also, yes, let me see if I can still find that one Seton's game. Was it that one? No, I think I wanted another. I think it was on page 2, actually. I think it was on page 2. Maybe here. No, this one was 14 minutes. That's the wrong one. Yeah, 33 minutes. 34 minutes. There we go. That's nice. Go ahead and cast this one. As I take a little bit of a drink here. Okay. Alright. So this map is called Seton's Clutch, which I always repeat myself when describing that, but Seton's Clutch is a very interesting map because apparently it was within the game engine even before Supreme Commander itself was made. So Supreme Commander was made on the Spring engine, so-called. I'm not entirely sure what the most important differences with other engines are, but basically the map itself was inside the engine before the game Supreme Commander was made. Cool little piece of trivia for you. But anyway, this is one of the classic maps that everybody loves. Everybody plays on this one. And it's definitely better than the one I was playing on, called DualGap, or indeed the one that everybody else plays, which is called Astro Crater. This one is definitely better. It's a lot more fun. And a lot more, there's a lot more variety usually going on. A lot more diversity, I should say. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start introducing our players. In the green corner, on Team 1, we've got ourselves Kakon playing Aeon in beautiful midnight, electric blue, right? Yes, playing Aeon at 1400 rank points, going first to land, and then no doubt will be headed towards the middle in order to absorb all this juicy reclaim, which the 13,000 out of the total 15,000 on this map is scattered about here in the middle. Definitely want to get there as fast as possible and gather all of this deliciousness for yourself before your enemy does. Anyway, moving to the beach position, we've got ourselves JT Air, which I'm not sure if it's the same JT that people who usually plays, or if it's a different guy with just a similar name. But anyway, playing Cybern at 1300 rank points in also another nice color called Burgundy Red, from my understanding at least, going first land and then building some massive structures and power generators, and then probably, yeah, looks like they'll be going for the Hydro next. Which Hydro is another interesting thing that I didn't quite explain the last game, but I'm sure I will be able to explain it this game. Moving on to the rock position, we've got Mr. Science 101, very nice name, playing Unite UEF in Elephantine Grey at 1400 rank points and going first air. No doubt to rush out a transport as fast as possible and occupy that island, the fabled island over here, as quickly as possible as well. And last but not least, on Team 1, in the air position, we've got ourselves Zalaw, the star player of this game. Super high skill and super prolific player from Russia who has been around forever. Has been around FAF forever, I mean. Probably even before FAF was created. At 2100 rank points in lurid green. Yes, also playing UEF. And also going first land, and then quickly second air, of course. Because, this is the air position, you're supposed to rush tech 3 air as quickly as possible. I should probably explain it later, though. Anyway, in the yellow corner, on Team 2, we've got ourselves Shen at 1900 rank points, playing UEF in beautiful, whatever this color is called. Let's just call it dark purple, because I'm lazy, I don't remember what it's actually supposed to be called. Going first land and then immediately second land, so not even going for like any extractors or or generators or whatever. I've seen this build before. I haven't tried it myself, but apparently it's really good because it allows you to produce more engineers, more tanks, more everything immediately, and you should still be able to afford the resource costs because of all the trees scattered about that you can reclaim. Next up on Team 2, we've got ourselves Nick 20 at 1100 rank points, the lowest ranked player on this in this game. I'm actually not entirely sure how this guy made it into the match, considering it said 1400 plus, but whatever. Playing UEF in baby blue, also going first land, and then going for a whole bunch of generators surrounding, first air, and then surrounding this air factory with a whole bunch of power generators before attempting to build any more factories. And last but not least, wait, sorry, not last. On the beach position, we've got ourselves a K Commander at 1500 rank points, playing Seraphim in mellow yellow, going first land, and then no doubt going for some air relatively soon as well. And last but not least, for Team 2, we've got Jackie playing in one of my favorite colors, Ferrari Red, playing Aeon, going first land, and everything else is as expected, going for second air relatively quickly. Anyway, that's it for the players, so let's speed up the game slightly and see what exactly our players go for. So I'll quickly explain what every position needs to do on Seton's clutch, at least the way the map is usually played. So the mid player, which are on this little causeway right here, this land bridge, the mid player is supposed to build some basic stuff like one factory, one generator, one extractor, whatever, and then immediately head out towards the middle in order to get as much of this reclaim as humanly possible. Next up, this mid player is doing the exact same thing, the main difference being that this guy went for 2 factories immediately, which is a lot more production, but a lot fewer resources to start the game with. So it's gonna be interesting how exactly they fare. Looks like so far he's doing just fine for himself, just about to run out of mass, but still pretty good on energy. Definitely doing well on energy so far. The job of the rock position, meanwhile, is to quickly rush out a transport, or as quickly as they can at least, as their build affords, and occupy this island right here, because this island is a big deal. It has 5 massive structures on it, and it's extremely hard to invade from water or land, because it's on a cliff. You literally can't climb this cliff, and if the ships come around, you can defend them using your own ships, of course, as I'm sure we're about to see eventually. The job of the beach player is to, occupy all of the massive structures around them, like the ones here, on the southeastern edge of the land, and then quickly, start building some navy, and engage in naval combat with the opposing rock players. So the same thing will happen in the top pond, which those 2 bodies of water are usually referred to as ponds. Both the top and bottom pond, the exact same thing happens. Usually the rock player has an advantage over the beach player, because the rock player has access to the island, easier access to the island. But if the beach player manages to contest that island and occupy it, then the advantage, I'm pretty sure, will be the other way around. As long as you can hold it, of course. And finally, the job of the air player is to rush out, like I said before, rush Tech 3 air extremely quickly as they can. And then with that in mind, start producing Tech 3 air superiority fighters, which are the most cost-effective anti-air unit in the game. And with those fighters establish air superiority, which means the enemy team will not be able to fly, will not be able to use anything that can fly. Essentially, they will be restricted to land and sea. And then with that air superiority, you can then utilize it to build something like bombers or gunships or whatever else you prefer, in order to pound your enemies into dust, of course. Now, of course, the most important thing is happening in the middle right now. That is Shen and this is Kakon. Yes, Shen and Kakon engaging in a reclaim contest, wherein they try to reclaim as much stuff as possible. It looks like Kakon is currently overflowing, while I'm not entirely sure the same. Both Shen and Kakon are overflowing, which that will actually mean that their reclaim completely stops around here. Yes, that will mean the reclaim will completely stop, so you probably don't really want to do that. Usually when I start overflowing mass like that, I just immediately send that to my teammates so I can keep reclaiming my own stuff, so that the reclaim goes uninterrupted. It looks like here, Shen has taken quite a bit of damage in comparison to Kakon, and the damage will only keep piling up because there are now Aurora tanks entering as well. And it looks like Shen is in a pretty bad position so far. Of course, you know, anytime he wants, he can step aside and enter this one of these ponds, because when he enters these ponds, you know, nothing will threaten him anymore. So it's definitely a good thing to do, or, you know, good thing to remember, I mean. And most people who have played on Setons do remember it. So even if your commander is low in health, it doesn't mean you have to get knocked out of the game immediately. Because, you know, you can just step into the water and keep doing other stuff with your base. Sorry about that. So if we look at the reclaim numbers, we can see that Team 2 is ahead so far by 2,000, which means Shen, which might mean, oh, actually let me see. So Shen has reclaimed almost 6,000 so far, while Kakon is sitting at 4.3. So yeah, Shen has in fact reclaimed quite a bit more mass from the middle, which puts Team 2 ahead in terms of total mass reclaimed, and I'm sure total mass accrued as well. Yes, see, 48,000 versus 41,000 for Team 1. Not a good look for Team 1 so far. So in terms of the islands, yes, it looks like no surprises took place whatsoever. Both Nick and whoever this is, Nick and Mr. Science, were able to occupy their islands as expected. I don't think either of those islands were contested. So yeah, they're pretty good, doing their thing, you know, going to be upgrading their economy, building some navy, maybe do some sneaky airdrops as well, which is another thing you can do in this game, is drop something by air transport into the enemy's faces. And cause some highly unexpected damage, which I'm pretty sure is about to happen right now, unless this transport is literally just about to run into those interceptors. Oh yes it is. Okay, so I think this transport will be shot down unless they literally stop attacking it. Come on, drop it. Let's see the... Yep, there we go. So yes, now Nick has managed to drop some artillery and tanks onto the position of JT. I think JT is responding to it now, or maybe not. No, still producing engineers, so never mind that. So these 3 mass extractors will be lost. Along with them, some engineers might be lost around that area as well. And this is why it's very important to pay attention what your air units are actually doing, because otherwise you can get this in your face, you know. If this factory is destroyed, JT can be in some serious trouble, unless of course he just immediately starts mass producing bombers, and these bombers just pound these puny tanks into dust, which is exactly what's happening right now. However, it should be noted that there are some anti-air guns as well here for... Yep, some anti-air guns for JT, and those anti-air guns are doing a merry number on these bombers, actually destroying them quite easily. Of course, the anti-air guns will run out before the bombers do, but this is a big inconvenience for JT because, you know, he lost the factory, he lost 2 mass extractors, and even though there are still some engineers in the area, it will take time to rebuild. And, you know, you can't upgrade mass extractors to Tech 2 while they're dead, so there's also that. Meanwhile, we've got a, yes, primary weapon upgrade coming out of Shen in the middle. It should be noted, however, that Shen needs to be extremely careful because it looks like Mr. Science has rushed out a torpedo bomber, which is now threatening Shen with its torpedoes. Ow, 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 serious damage taken. Shen has to come out of the water just to survive, and immediately the enemy tanks are focusing their fire on him. It's not going to be enough to kill him though. He's still left on about 1,000 health. So unless Zlo can come out with a strategic bomber to finish him off right now, Shen should be alright. Which I'm sure they would like to eliminate Shen, because he's apparently the one, or evidently one of the, actually, yeah, the highest ranked player on Team 2, so eliminating him will most likely remove a lot of APM from Team 2, which APM stands for actions per minute, which is what, you know, it measures how quickly you act in a game, essentially. Every strategy game, you know, considers APM as one of the main things, main things that determine your skill, I should say. Took me a while to figure out how to say that, but yes. Essentially, right here, Shen is no longer allowed to enter this pond, right, the bottom pond, can only enter the top pond for now. But probably still shouldn't do that, because the torpedo bombers will kill him if he does that. Should have controlled K to get him. Oh, you mean Kakon should have controlled K to kill Shen? Oh, I guess actually, yeah, that probably was a good idea, considering Kakon is only 1400 versus 1900 on Shen. But yeah, I guess they will be You know, they will be playing like this for now. There's an airdrop of a Tech 2 air transport actually about to happen. It will land in, or it should be landing near K Commander's base, which, you know... Oh, whoops. Looks like it's gonna die. Yep, okay. It almost landed, but not quite, because the air of Jackie was in the area and was, you know, remained vigilant and did not allow this transport to land, so now it's just reclaim for whoever gets it first, be it Jackie himself or Shen or indeed K Commander. K Commander's naval production is being aggressed upon by some ships out from Mr. Science. I don't think that's gonna amount to anything though, because there are way too few ships to deal with two factories, a massive swarm of frigates, well, not a massive, but you know, an overwhelming amount of frigates, and also two factories, right? What they can do, however, is what they've done right here. They have, you know, slowed down the naval production out of K Commander, killed a whole bunch of engineers, so these engineers are no longer helping the factories produce. Of course, some chat going on in the meantime. I should probably slow the game down and see what they're talking about. Please, it's queued, says K Commander. I'm not sure what is exactly is queued, but yes. I guess that something was something important enough. Maybe we can, if we can see from Team 2's perspective, I'll... No. Okay, there are no markings on the map, so yeah. Can't see what that is. K Commander says thank you for some reason. I think, yeah, that's T3 being produced on K Commander's commander. Yes, there we go. Tech 3 engineering suite completed by K Commander, and will now immediately start working on a Tech 3 power generator in order to produce the most efficient form of energy you can get your hands on. And yes, Resonant Insanity. Oh, torpedo bomber to deal with subs. Yeah, well, there is no need now. I guess those subs were killed by that torpedo bomber. I didn't really see, but yeah, there weren't nearly enough subs to do any substantial damage anyway. Yes, the Resonant Insanity has redeemed a thing called Thick Russian Accent, which is something I do sometimes. You're about to witness. Basically, I will switch to a stereotypical Russian accent for 5 minutes as Shen gets killed by something. I think it was... Yeah, Shen got killed by Nick dropping some bombs on him with these, yeah, with the Janus bombers. Yeah, basically the combined effort of Kakan pushing in and Nick, yeah, Nick dropping the bombs. Why suicide ticket? I got melted. Maybe you win air versus law. Okay, well, yeah. Oh yeah, K Commander is suggesting to give all of this to Jackie in order to help him win air. It's not entirely clear what they're going to do, so yeah, let's start the timer right now. Before I forget. You mean you will drop your English accent and talk normally? Well, you can look at it this way as well. Okay, yeah, so it is 5 minutes. Let me... Yes, okay, so in 3, 2, 1, let's go. In the meantime, if we take a look at everybody's income, we can see that Jackie is very far ahead of everybody else. Actually, K Commander has almost exact amount of mass per second. Meanwhile, the only person on opposite team who even comes close is JT. And he is still behind, and I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, what his plan is next. It looks like his plan is to just upgrade. Yes, his plan is to just upgrade to all of mass extractors to T3 as quick as possible. K Commander is saying kill this. Still can't see what he's referring to. Probably this, yes. There was another airdrop from Mr. Science. Mr. Science absolutely knocking it out of park with those airdrops. They aren't always succeeding, but they are definitely putting pressure on opponents. Oh no, look at this. This is going to be horrible. This mass extractor is being upgraded to T3 as we speak and will now die because... Oh, I think it wasn't being upgraded, it was being repaired. Because K Commander was thinking there were enough engineers to actually repair it, but there wasn't. Mass extractor is now gone, pain and suffering. I like Russian band, thank you. Were you around in Aria stream to hear my caxel froxel voice? I don't know, I heard you speaking like Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Maybe that's what you were talking about, I'm not entirely sure. But yes, that was what I heard. I heard you speaking like Solid Snake, it was really cool. I almost wanted to ask you to say how dummy-fic you are, but ultimately decided against that. Anyway, there's like 1 million scouts in the air now from Mr. Science. 17 scouts just you know, monitoring perimeter. I guess those really cost nothing, so it doesn't matter how many of them they are. Yeah, at this point in the game they basically cost nothing. In the meantime, unfortunate placement of Janus bombers from Mr. Science ensures that they will all be shot down by overwhelming amount of interceptors from Key Commander. Key Commander still has hold of middle, so he did not give it to Jackie like they were. I assume they were planning. Jackie could probably use it, but he's still matching. He's still top mass output from Team 2. In comparison to Zlo, who is only sitting at 145, 6, whatever. Not a very good look of Zlo so far. However, I imagine it's probably because let me see. So 30 fighters from Jackie and 35 from Zlo. So yes, basically Zlo is behind on economy, but the reason being that he is currently producing more fighters in comparison to Jackie. As he probably should, considering he is a bit higher rank, so even though he's behind in economy, he's still keeping up in production. In the meantime, yes, there is nothing happening on island. Should probably start capping those off using engineers, which this island has like 3 engineers in total. If it were me, I would probably have like 20 on it by now. And not because I am good, but because I just queue up infinite production on this and don't forget engineers when I do that. But anyway, massive tattoo navy push out from Nick, actually harassing, being quite annoying against Kakon. You can see Kakon struggling to build enough tactical missile defense units to defend against those cruisers pounding his shores. If those destroyers were to come in a little bit closer, they could put some serious hurt. I think they could almost destroy Commander. However, he probably doesn't want to do that because I'm pretty sure, yes, Kakon is basically lowest ranked player in game, tied with Mr. Science. So you probably shouldn't prioritize eliminating his commander in case that causes, all of his economy to transfer to a higher rank player like Zlo, who could definitely use it. And if that happens, then Zlo will most likely just crush Jackie in terms of air. And Team 2 will be extremely sad, so sometimes it's actually not a good idea to eliminate players' commanders, even if you can. Sometimes you can actually hamper your team by doing that. Anyway, it looks like so far Key Commander's navy is a lot larger in comparison to Mr. Science, which I guess makes sense because Key Commander's economy is almost 50% bigger as well. So I'm not entirely sure what Mr. Science is doing, but he should definitely start upgrading his economy more rapidly if he doesn't want to get completely pounded into dirt. Because very soon Key Commander can do exactly that. He just needs to upgrade his factories and build more factories and all that cool stuff. Okay, timer is up. Anyway, so yeah, that was my thick Russian accent redemption, channel point redemption, where you, for 5 minutes, you can force me to talk like a Bond villain or, you know, a Hollywood movie villain in general. But yes, so the destroyers and the cruisers keep mounting up for Nick. I'm not entirely sure. Well, it looks like, yeah, it looks like finally there will be some destroyers coming out of JT now. But he's definitely prioritized his economy a lot heavier. And as a result, I imagine he's probably going to be able to produce these destroyers at a much more rapid pace. The question is whether, you know, maybe it's too late because Nick has so many more already. It's hard to say so far. But you know, Nick isn't exactly falling behind in economy. He is actually, yeah, almost, 250 basically for now. Which is already, you know, pretty huge and pretty close to JT actually. Of course, JT will exceed 300 soon, and then, you know, that will be a different story. Already building mass fabricators around his mass extractors, which is, you only do that when all of your mass extractors are already at Tech 3. And it looks like that's exactly what happened. Kakon says, I am building on mid, but I need mass. You need an SMD, you'll nuke you for sure first. Alright, so Mr. Science thinks that Kakon will get nuked first, but currently I'm not even seeing any nukes even planned. I don't know, I suppose eventually Jackie will at least build one. I feel like air players are those who most commonly build those nukes. But otherwise I'm not entirely sure. Alright, so yep, that's what I've been talking about. Kakan is now forced to retreat. Because, yeah, at this point his position is just getting completely overrun by all these cruisers and destroyers. The destroyers out from JT are now coming in. And now I'm left wondering if it might have been a better idea to build T2 subs instead of destroyers. Because, you know, there's only one Cooper in this mix, and you could have probably just pushed them back quite heavily and sunk most of these ships before Nick could counter. But I assume, you know, these players are good, so Nick would probably would have seen you know, JT only producing submarines, and would have queued up a whole bunch of Coopers to counter them. But yeah, we're not entirely sure. It looks like, yeah, it looks like as expected out of a bigger economy, JT is now, yeah, JT's destroyers are now outmatching the output of Nick. If we can see here, 12 destroyers for JT, and only 8 for Nick. Yep, so Nick is definitely outgunned right here, and should probably be retreating as we speak, rather than, you know, staying and engaging. Because, you know, even though this might look scary, this army might look scary, it's actually, yeah, it's mostly frigates at this point. And now also, Kakan is coming out with Tech 2 subs, which, yeah, that's exactly what I've been talking about. Tech 2 subs are excellent against UEF Navy, as long as they haven't got enough Coopers. Coopers are those beautiful little torpedo boats, which I'm pretty sure the only Cooper that was here got sunk now. But yeah, so one of the big differences between the UEF destroyer, which is your main battle, your main combat ship at Tech 2, and the destroyers of other factions, is that the torpedoes of the UEF destroyer are complete and utter garbage. So if you keep producing submarines, then the UEF destroyers are an inadequate solution to those. You need those torpedo boats instead, if I can see them at all. I don't think he has any. But yeah, so the Siren or the Aeon or even the Seraphim don't really have that problem. They can just keep producing those destroyers, and those will deal with with the subs well enough. However, the UEF needs something else. Alright, so the first Tech 3 ship coming out of Nick in the meantime, I don't think, yeah, it looks like JT isn't even working on Tech 3 right now, so yeah, the first Tech 3 ship of the game, I'm pretty sure. Yes, indeed. So yeah, the first Tech 3 ship of the game is this Neptune-class battlecruiser out of Nick. However, it's been sent alone and will now surely sink because there are way too many destroyers. Now, normally, you know, a battlecruiser is basically a superior version of a destroyer in almost every way except torpedoes. It has more health, more DPS on the main cannons, greater range, and all that cool stuff. But unfortunately, if you send one battlecruiser against, what is it now? Against 15 destroyers, it turns out a battlecruiser isn't actually that great at dealing with that alone. If we can actually, oh yeah, if I double click it and then hold Control Shift, I can see exactly how much mass is in those destroyers. Hello? Oh, these aren't, what? I'm so confused right now. Okay, yeah, so there's, yeah, 28,000 mass in these destroyers. Meanwhile, a single battlecruiser costs, how much? What? Meanwhile, a single battlecruiser costs, what? Okay, it's not working properly. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong here because, yeah, that is not quite correct. Nothing here is correct, so never mind my ramblings. I should just do this, actually. See, this costs 2,200. Alright, let me just pull out my calculator real quick, professional caster right here, as we're about to witness Nick probably getting completely knocked out of the naval game. So 2250 times 15 is 33,000 mass. So that's 33,000 mass in destroyers. Meanwhile, a single battlecruiser costs 7,000 mass. So yeah, it's pretty clear who's gonna come out on top. And yet another battlecruiser sinks to the bottom. I think it managed to sink like 2 destroyers before it was gone, but that's not good. 2 destroyers actually cost less than 1 battlecruiser, so it's an extremely efficient trade for JT. And now he's gonna get pounded even harder because, yeah, he was trying to use torpedo bombers to scare these destroyers away. However, the air from Zlo came in and, you know, erased all these torpedo bombers from existence. It looks like we might have our first air engagement of the game here, because yeah, the fighter clouds from both Jackie and Zlo are really close to each other. Looks like you even have more air, says Kakan. Yeah, Kakan thinks that Yeah, okay, fair enough. Kakan thinks that, yes, Law has more air in comparison to Jackie. We can actually check if this is accurate or not. If we control A here, 150, almost 160 of fighters for Zlo. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the world, 170 for Jackie, so he's actually wrong. Jackie has more. But since he didn't engage, it's too late now. Because, yes, all these destroyers completely annihilated the Tech 3 naval factory and all the engineers of Nick. Now Nick is basically left without Navy. There's just one Tech 2 factory here, producing some cruisers at an extremely inadequate space. Rip, I blame Shen. Actually, you know what? So I am pretty sure you're winning here. Yeah, it looks like Jackie is controlling the fighters a lot better, surrounding the enemy fighters from all sides. And it looks like Zlo is actually about to lose air here. Yep, he's already retreating. Yep, there we go. It's now clear that Jackie has established air superiority, at least for the moment. I don't think he should be chasing though, because that will just, you know, if you bring yourself closer to Zlo's base, he will be able to constantly reinforce while you won't, because your factories are so far away. And yes, indeed, he decides to not pursue Zlo and just, you know, fly back towards the base instead. You guys want my eco? Says Nick, because Nick realized he's basically a non-factor in this game anymore. He can't really build any more, you know, navy quickly enough to repel all of this. He can build some torpedo bombers, probably, to deal with those, but it looks like it's too late because his air factory HQ has also been eliminated, so not anymore. Zlo has meanwhile finished some kind of an experimental unit. I actually can't see what that is. If I can... Actually, yeah, I'll just do this. I'll select Zlo and then do Control C. It's a Novax. Oh, here we go. Yes, of course, it's a Novax. Experimental defense satellite. Quite a brilliant thing, I dare say. So what the Novax does, essentially, you build a station within your base. I can't actually see it right now. I might... let's just do this really quick. Once again, Control C. Where is the satellite station? It's, oh, it's right here. Yep, there we go. That's a Novax satellite station. What it does is it fires a satellite into orbit, and the satellite is completely and utterly untargetable. It will fly into your base. It will see everything because it has omnisensor on board, and you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do to stop the satellite from, you know, frying you with this massive laser is to destroy the station, which is all the way back safe in Zlo's base. So it is going to be quite tricky to eliminate that. I mean, technically, you can shoot down the satellite even without, you know, destroying the station. It's actually possible to hit the satellite with an artillery shell. If you've got, you know, artillery that is powerful enough to actually, you know, if you hit them with an artillery that is, you know, powerful enough to shoot far enough, you can actually, the shells can go into space briefly and actually hit the satellite and shoot it down. But then the station will just make another very shortly. So yeah. Sorry, they were Tors. What? What is Tors? What is he talking about? Oh yeah. Meanwhile, we've got the exact same situation that happened in the top one is now happening in the bottom. The beach player is overrunning the rock player as we speak, with tons of frigates supported by battleships, except that battleship has now sunk. Actually, I think that might have been a battle cruiser. Yeah, so it looks like the battle cruiser got sunk by the superior firepower of these Tech 1 submarines, which is a really weird thing to say, because there is no way submarines should be able to... Tech 1 submarines should be able to sink a massive battle cruiser, but hey, that's what happened. However, yes, there are plenty of battleships. Fort K Commander actually has 8 of them already. I think, yeah, at this point, Mr. Science only has 1 battle cruiser and 1 destroyer, so it does not look very good for Mr. Science, to say the least. With all these, you know, with all these frigates rolling in, the high-tech ships of Mr. Science will be forced to fire upon them, while the battleships will just clean up everything else from afar. Not a very good position to be in, to say the least. It looks like, yeah, the air... Yeah, the torpedo bombers out from Jackie actually got pushed back for a moment. I don't think, yeah, I'm not sure they should have retreated, considering there's only, like, SAM launchers here. SAM launchers actually aren't that good at eliminating Tech 2 torpedo bombers. because SAM launchers have a very high damage output, but low splash and low rate of fire. And you know, when there is a swarm of torpedo bombers coming in, and you know, a SAM launcher can shoot down like 1 or 2 of them, that's not very efficient, you know. The remaining torpedo bombers will kill the SAM launcher, no problem, so yeah. Flak cannons are probably better in this case, is what I'm saying. But now the torpedo bombers are gone anyway, because now they are trying to destroy the naval production of Mr. Science. I actually don't think that was necessary, because already with so many battleships, K Commander should have no problem dealing with Mr. Science on his own. But as it turns out, Jackie had a better idea, and that's exactly what he's doing here. The Novak satellite, meanwhile, already you can see doing massive damage to Jackie's economy, destroyed one Tech 3 mass extractor, almost destroys another, but then decides to leave to target something else. It looks like, yeah, it will be targeting the... oh, whoop, there we go. There is another chunk of mass production gone from Jackie. And the satellite is not done. It will keep doing just that. Being a massive nuisance, destroying those mass extractors and the mass fabricators surrounding them. Allowing Zlo to get an economic advantage over Jackie, which actually currently isn't the case. Jackie is still ahead. The question is for how long though? But I think the answer is actually long enough, because yeah, Jackie also has an air advantage because Zlo isn't targeting his air grid. Well, okay, half of the air grid got destroyed. Never mind, disregard what I previously said. Half of the air grid got destroyed, but there's still an operation. I think there are still fighters coming out, which means the headquarters are still alive. And it looks like, yeah, this few fighters definitely aren't enough to just to shoot down this Tsar that Jackie has put out. They didn't even break its shield, actually, interestingly enough. And now I'm pretty sure Zlo has completely lost air. Yeah, he has basically no more fighters left over. The K Commander is still crushing the pond, actually now approaching the positions of Kakan. So there is a possibility that Kakan will get bombarded from both sides. Actually, no, there is none, because yeah, JT is still holding Nick in the chokehold. Now, now Kakan will actually drop some nasty things here. These are harbingers, yes, heavy assault bots that we've seen the last game. This will be easily able to run over the remaining mass extractors and production of Nick. They might even actually be able to kill the commander if Nick has no overcharge attack. It doesn't matter at this point if Nick's commander lives or dies, because he's completely irrelevant in this game now. We have this in the bag, says K Commander. Jackie quickly responds, no we don't, and indeed, you know, having just one donut, yes, it's cool that you've won air, but this is low, you can still come back. And he's still harassing Jackie with that satellite. I'm actually not entirely sure what the satellite is doing now. I can't even see it. Yo, did you lose your satellite? Huh? Where is it? Oh, yep, it's coming back to Jackie's main base, trying to poke more holes in the defenses. It looks like it's not succeeding so far, but I'm sure it will find something eventually. Like this mass extractor right here. The Tsar is pushing into Zlo's base, however, and that could prove to be a serious problem. In the meanwhile, yeah, Nick gets killed by JT. Like I just said, Nick was irrelevant, so it doesn't really matter. The donut, I think the donut will now die because, yeah, it's surrounded by enemy fighters, and it's also flying over a whole bunch of anti-air. Zlo has completed another experimental unit, which is another Novak satellite. Yeah, I don't think the donut will actually even make it towards Zlo's commander, which is what it's trying to do. It's trying to fly over Zlo's commander. What are you doing? What? Huh? Okay. Yeah, the donut just falls down. Yep. All he had to do was right-click the donut on top of Zlo's commander. But instead, what he did was just drop it randomly, and then... oh, well, then Jackie just rage quits because I guess he's seen the other satellite. He's like, nope. This is where we lose. I disagree. Yeah, well, of course he made a mistake, like not dropping the donut on Zlo's commander, which the commander would die from that, by the way. If he right-clicked on the commander, then the donut would have started frying the commander with the laser, and then dropped on top of it and killed it. That did not happen, however, and now Jackie just rage quits, and actually, it looks like, oh, well, there's a small problem here. K Commander is the only player left alive. And yes, thank you FAF Banana, and welcome! FAF Banana is a fellow FAF player, of course, as the name implies, And he's actually really good. He's like one of the best players in the world, from my understanding. So yes, welcome. Well, very nice of you to join us. We are watching a Seton's clutch game, where it looks like, yes, on Team 2, K Commander is the only one player left alive. He is currently being pushed in by Harbingers yes, his base is currently getting pushed in by Harbingers. Not very nice, especially considering Kakon is constantly bringing in more Harbingers using those transports, and yes, there we go. K Commander, despite, having scored a massive naval win for his team in the bottom pond, still ultimately didn't have enough to win the game, to carry it through, so yeah. Not enough APM, not enough, time, because, time is ticking considering all of these destroyers you can see right here, and yep, ultimately he just rage quits. And yes, this is my bot. Well, okay, no, K Commander didn't rage quit. Jackie was the one who rage quit. K Commander didn't, he just gave up because he realized it was over. But yes, I hope you enjoyed watching that replay of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, played and watched using the Forged Alliance Forever client. Alright, and yes, this boy howdy bot is in fact a bot, so
Fresh meat.
that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna just keep generating automated responses. And thank you for reminding me that I still need to come up with more channel point redemptions. I've got some, lined up. I just need to set everything in order for them to work. Alright, so in the meantime, we're still live. Very cool. Yeah, I think at this point, I'll cast like one more game, and then I'll probably be going. It's already past my usual stream ending time, actually, but I feel like, since there are more players who have, more people who have shown up, of course players as well, then I can keep doing that. And also, yeah, thank you AGT Peacock for following. Very much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again, wherever you like. Anyway, I wanted to, there was one more game I wanted to cast here before I go away. Hey, and welcome Altizan with your signature fish moly emote. Still not entirely sure what that one is, but yes, welcome. Always happy to see you. Yeah, I think, you know what, I think we'll watch this one. This has a lot of high skill players. There's Yudi here, there's, well, okay, there's FAF as well, who's 22,000 rank apparently. Last day for Fish Moly, wait, what? What's gonna happen to it exactly? What, huh? Last day? What do you mean? I said I spam it for a week, okay. Fair enough, okay, so yeah, 1700 average, sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, let's go and watch this one. Especially, I think this is a map that I've never seen before, or... Oh no, I have actually, I think I've played on it like once, but yeah. It is gonna be interesting for sure. Only build a salvation after you have built a paragon. Yes. A very nice idea indeed. I'm not gonna go into too much depth explaining why salvation should be built after the paragon right now, if you excuse me. And instead, what I'm gonna do is stop the music, and then come back into here, and actually start casting this particular replay, and hope and pray that there are no desyncs. But usually, those desyncs, they only happen at the end and don't really mean anything, so yeah. This map is called Adaptive Corona. It's a 10v10 map, 10x10 map, excuse me. Currently being played as a 5v5. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could make it a 7v7 even. But currently it's just a 5v5. There's a total of 34, almost 35,000 reclaim on the map as of now. I'm sure once again, since it's adaptive, you can probably make this number even bigger if you wanted to. Anyway, let's go ahead and start introducing our players. So, in the red corner, on Team 1, we've got ourselves Null Wender at 1600 rank points, playing Seraphim in electric blue. Going first land, and then no doubt going for a hydrocarbon power plant rush. I forgot actually to explain why hydrocarbon power plant is so cool the last game. I hope I can rectify it this game, we'll see though. Next up, right next to Null Wender, we've got a 1700 rank player by the name of Ankat, or Ankat, in Spetsnaz Green, playing Cybran, going first land, and yes, probably the exact same thing. 4 mass extractors and then rush a hydrocarbon power plant. On the southern flank, we've got ourselves the star player of this particular match, known as Hachama, also known as Yudi, also known as, I don't remember, I think he had another name before that, Shinobu, right, yeah, Shinobu. I think this guy is originally from Japan, but currently resides in Brazil. And yes, he is playing Cybernet 2300 rank points using his favorite breast cancer awareness pink, sorry, it's baby pink color, not breast cancer awareness, my bad. And going for the exact same thing, first land, and then probably a few extractors, and then a hydrocarbon power plant. Now, the difference between this position and the positions above is that here, I'm pretty sure his engineering building thing actually can't reach this extractor or this one. You'll have to walk to build these, so this position is slightly less advantageous, or, you know, slightly less convenient in comparison to the other ones, so that should be noted. He's probably going to build all this stuff a little bit slower. Alright, and then in the corner, we've got two more players, of course. There's Vodka, 447, of course. No game with Russian players would be complete without Vodka, right? We all know that. Stereotypes, man. Yes, 1400 rank points in Elephantine Grey, playing Aeon, going first land, and then the exact same thing, of course, Hydro Rush. And last but not least, for Team 1, we've got Wesh, at 1700 rank points, playing Seraphim in one of my favorite colors, Ferrari Red, going first land, and then, yes, the exact same build as per usual. In the blue corner, on Team 2, we've got ourselves who's this? Jenstad, right, yes, Jenstad, I've seen this guy before. At 1500 rank points, playing Seraphim in Halid Orange. Yes, going first land, the exact same build, you know the drill by now, even if you've never played this game before. Next up, his teammate FTX Commando at 1800 rank points, playing UEF in Pontiff White. Yes, once again, first land, the exact same build. On the inconvenience slot, similar to that of Yudi, we've got ourselves Zwafelnoob, the best, highest ranked player of Team 2. Yes, at 2000 rank points, playing Aeon in Brick Orange, and yes, the exact same build. Actually has all of the mass extractors queued up, but hasn't, I don't think he's queued up the walking. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's actually queued up the walk, so his commander, it might be slightly inefficient to say the least. In the corner, we've got ourselves Angry Dot in Spetsnaz Green. Is this? Yeah, okay. That is true. Oh, so that wasn't Spetsnaz Green, this was Lurid Green, right? This is Spetsnaz Green. Playing Seraphim. At 1400 rank points, so the lowest ranked player on Team 2. Going for the same build. First land for mass extractors, hydrocarbon power plant, you know it. And last but not least, for this particular match and for Team 2, we've got ourselves Blast Chilled, playing at 1900 rank points, having chosen UEF as his faction, yes, in baby blue, and also once again the exact same build. And yes, Russians are everywhere, I very much agree, and I love it. That's my favorite part, is that I can communicate with those with many players in multiple languages. It's always kind of fun when half of the players in the game understand you and half of them don't. It's always really funny. Zwafelnoob says, hello, can we make an effort to get this plateau? Thank you. What plateau? I assume he pinged that out. I can't see that anymore though. Don't tell me what to do, says FTX Commando. Wow, okay. That's a good start for the game, right? Anyway, so yeah, I have described the map itself already. It should be noted that what I haven't described is that those plateaus are, I'm pretty sure you can only airdrop your engineers on top of them, or your units on top of them. You can't get them in any other way, and you probably should do that, because in addition to those two mass extractors, there is also a couple delicious rocks scattered about those plateaus as well. I think there's like, how many of them are there in total? These are traversable by land, I'm pretty sure, but these two can only be accessed from the air. And also, yeah, this one spot here and this one spot here. So definitely should see some early transports out from both teams, and some early air fights, and probably even engineer engagements on these plateaus, trying their best to occupy the massive structures that will be harder to access later on in the game. And also, yeah, so Vodka, yeah, Wesh is telling Vodka to make T1 air. Also telling him you can make T1 spam. Vodka is replying with lol, okay, I will make T1. And Wesh is saying he will rush T3, which is a good plan. Someone else should always rush T3 air in those team games, because if you rush T3 air, and your enemy does, oh yeah, well yeah, if you rush T3 here and your enemy doesn't, then your enemy is going to be in massive trouble because they won't be able to use, you know, gunships, bombers, whatever, and you know, you will have a massive air advantage that you will be able to utilize for yourself. We've got our first scouts flying out and about, trying to see what the respective enemy teams are up to. Yes, we've got both Blast Shield and who was that? Angry Dot, I think, right? Yeah, I think that's Angry Dot scout flying there. Spotting and seeing everything. It doesn't look like anybody has a transport yet. Oh, never mind. Both Angry Dot and Blast Shield already coming out with transports, already hurrying over to these plateaus to make sure that, yes, to make sure that they can actually drop before the enemy does. One thing that they might not want to do, however, is drop the engineers from both players on the same plateau, which is exactly what is happening right now. I'm not entirely sure how efficient that's going to be, but yeah. Overall, it feels like they should be securing these for now, because the Team 1 isn't putting nearly as much effort into these. So yes, they should be secure for now, except Blast Shield is not controlling these engineers as we speak. What? Okay, so yeah, it seems like Blast Shield will occupy this plateau, the southern plateaus, while Angry Dot will go for the northern ones. And yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, and also, Zwaffelnoob already coming out with an edge build, already having built a factory with his commander from below, which allows him to construct multiple light assault pods here, which will control the perimeter and not allow any engineers to land. FTX Commando says stop raiding, you Sperg. Not entirely sure what Sperg means, but I'm assuming it's an insult in some kind of a Nordic language, like Norwegian or something. Are there some common build orders? Yes. In fact, yes, there are common build orders. That was exactly what you were witnessing here there in the beginning of the game. So the job of your build order is to spend all of your early game resources, which are, I think it's like what, 700 mass and 4,000 energy. I think that's what you've got at the beginning. So your job is to spend all of them, but also not completely run out all of them, so that you don't stall. Which stalling means that basically one of your resources is at 0, and you're still not gaining any, which means that all of your production will be slowed down. This is one of the other major differences between Supreme Commander and other strategy games, is that no matter how few resources you've got in your coffers, you can still always queue up more orders. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're completely if you can't make anything anymore. Technically, you can still issue more and more build orders, or orders to build, I should say. Because, yeah, that's how this game works. The trade-off is, of course, you know, the more things you are building that you can't afford, the slower everything will be built. This is how economy functions in Supreme Commander. It's quite different from something like, let's say, Warcraft or Age of Empires, where, you know, if you're out of a particular resource, you can't even click on like a building that you want to build. It just won't let you. It's like you click, it's like, boom, not enough resources, you know. Not enough resources. It's not the case in Supreme Commander. You can always queue up more orders, you just might not be able to build them in time, I should say. Anyway, we've got massive, not massive, but a very sneaky incursion out from Ancat here, those Mantis light assault bots, which are the Cybran equivalents of tanks, running in all the way past all of the units out of whoever this is. This is Zwaffelnoob, right? Yeah, this is Zwaffelnoob. They are running all the way past his units and into the main bases of the players now. They would do really well to protect this mass extractor, or the Mantises would do well to focus it, and now they can't. If they managed to kill that Tech 1 mass extractor before it got upgraded to Tech 2, that would be a huge amount of mass wasted for whoever this is, Angry Dot, and they definitely wouldn't be happy about that, because yeah. Basically, the way the structures are built is that when you have poured the entirety of the structures or unit's resource cost into that unit, that's when the unit is finished. So, like, for example, in StarCraft or in Age of Empires, when you queue up a build order, you want to build a structure, all of the resources are spent immediately, and then it just takes time to build the structure. In Supreme Commander, by comparison, the resources are poured into your unit or structure gradually. And once all of the entire cost is spent, that's when the structure or unit is complete. So yeah, that mass extractor that was about to upgrade to Tech 2, if that mass extractor, you know, didn't upgrade, like if it almost upgraded but then got destroyed, all of the resources spent on that upgrade would be completely wasted. I'm just wondering if you become a strategist by intergalactic war to into 77, you could probably save me from being hit by the aliens. I don't know about that, my dude. Every player in this game is better than me. My current rank is 1000. So yeah, I am quite far behind. I might get, you know, better rank eventually, but it will still take me some time to get there. So yes, this incursion ultimately failed, and all these, you know, all the mantises that got killed have now been reclaimed, back into the economy of whoever's engineers have reclaimed them. Yeah, so nothing unexpected happening so far. The commanders on both sides have gotten themselves some upgrades. For example, yeah, you can see that FTX Commandos, who is, I have no idea where his commander is actually. Oh, right here, yeah. He's got himself both gun and Tech 2 engineering suite, which the Tech 2 engineering suite allows your commander to construct a whole bunch of Tech 2 structures, including power generators, mass extractors, more powerful turrets, more powerful radars, all that good stuff. Oh god, I slowed the game down for some reason. Yeah, sorry about that. In the meantime, yes, we've got Tech 2 land on both sides, of course. It's 10 minutes. Usually by that time people do have Tech 2 land. You can see those Il Chevaux assault bots from Nullwender. These are the most powerful Tech 2 units. They match extremely favorably against the Tech 2 units of other factions. Even if you consider they cost more, of course they are more expensive, but even considering the resources spent, they are still quite more efficient at eliminating the opposition in comparison to other Tech 2 units. Yes, Zwaffelnoob has gotten himself what is known as the Aeon Sniper Commander. The Aeon Commander is unique in that it can get separate, it can upgrade its primary weapon twice on separate arms. Unlike, for example, UEF, which have the gun upgrade on one arm, the Aeon have themselves upgrades on two different arms, and both of these do something else. These two smaller upgrades, they are less expensive than the gun upgrades of other factions. However, you know, they also do less. One of these, yeah, this one, I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, this increases the primary weapon range of your commander, while this one increases its rate of fire. So while separate, those upgrades are weaker in comparison to the upgrade of any other faction. When you get them together, the Aeon commander will actually outrange the commander of every other faction, so that should be kept in mind. The Aeon commander can become extremely dangerous and eliminate a whole bunch of your troops or even your own commander pretty much out of nowhere, as long as you are not expecting that. Still leading over 1000s, I will take my chances here. Okay. Obsidian's best. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough, you know. You can have your own opinion. If you think Obsidians are the best, that's fine. I'm pretty sure just Il Chevaux are like the most cost effective. I could be wrong though. Transport, Nullwender is asking for a transport from somebody. I'm assuming he's asking from Wesh, because you know Wesh has already reached Tech 3 Air, actually. Is now producing some Tech 3, yeah, already has Tech 3 power, and some planes as well. He should probably send the scout plane, spy plane, right over here. The Tech 3 spy plane is a really good scouting unit because it has a huge vision range, and also it has Omni Sensor on board, which allows it to see almost everything, even if the opponents are using stealth, which yes, stealth is a factor in this game. Some factions use it better than others. For example, the Cybran faction is mostly just entirely based on speed and stealth. These guys have, even in places where other factions have mobile shield generators, for example, you know, to protect your units from incoming fire, they have mobile shield generators, but the Cybran have a mobile stealth field generator instead, so they can protect their units from the radars, so the enemies won't appear on radars, but they can't protect them from the actual incoming fire. A Tech 3 land has been achieved by FTX Commander, who is pushing extremely aggressively against two opposing commanders. I have no idea what this guy is doing or why. I guess he's expecting to be able to kill Ankat, but I am not entirely sure it's going to be a favorable trade. You know, Ankat is only Ankat is only 1700. Okay, it's actually an even match because Commander himself is 1800. So I guess if he can trade lives, is gonna be worth it. Okay, he barely survives that. Now, his commander should be stronger than this commander as well, but it's not enough, and yes, he gets blown up. 480 damage versus 35 a shot, powerful alpha damage. Oh yeah, well, that is true. The Obsidian tanks of the Aeon have an advantage of an extremely powerful damage per shot, which allows them to, you know, eliminate enemies quickly as long as they can focus one enemy at a time. They can basically one-shot opposing Tech 2 units and then reduce the DPS of the opposing army instantly, which is something Ilshevos aren't as good at. So yes, we've lost 2 commanders on one on either side. Ankat was killed by FTX Commando just rushing him. However, the problem is that, you know, FTX Commando was also killed in the process. It looks like this game was being played as a full share, which means every time a player is eliminated, all of their property goes to someone else. In this particular instance, FTX Commando's former base, which has, yes, like I said, it has achieved Tech 3 land, and it's now producing Tech 3 land units, which are some of the most powerful land units you can field. They aren't the most powerful, but very close to it. So yes, basically both the economy and the production of FTX Commando is now in the hands of Jenstad, and you can clearly see that, yeah, Jenstad has quite a large mass income because of that. 187 versus, you know, other players being in the hundreds. However, the problem here is that while Ankat got eliminated, I'm pretty sure his base... Okay, so Ankat's base has gone to... I don't know who. I can probably see if I can just look closely. I feel like Ankat's base has either gone to... Okay, yeah, I found it. It's gone to Wesh, which is Wesh is the opposing air, is the enemy air player. So his economy is right now on par with Yudi at almost 200, which Yudi is one of the best players in the world. You know, he upgrades his economy extremely quickly and efficiently, and somehow manages to survive in the process, unlike me, for example. While Wesh, you know, might not be nearly as good of a player, but has access to a similar amount of economy, whereas the opposing air players, if they even exist... Okay, yeah, so Angry Dot has himself Tech 3 air, so does was this Blast Shield, right? But they don't have the economies to match, you know. 100 and what is this? 157, 148 versus the gigantic 200 of Wesh. Yeah, that's not a very favorable matchup, to say the least. And hello, Mr. Rowie. Hey, welcome. Welcome, great to see you here. So, please a round of applause for Mr. Rowie, who is one of the community managers on Forged Alliance Forever. I don't think he's been in that position for too long, I could be mistaken though, but yes, we can already see massive improvements, and I'm pretty sure Rowie is like, is definitely needs to be appreciated for the work he is doing, because it feels like a lot. The Loyalist assault bots out from Wesh, meanwhile, trying to penetrate the positions of the middle section of the base of Team 2. I don't think they'll be too successful though, because there are already Tech 2 turrets in place, and while, you know, Loyalists do have enough DPS, I think ultimately they will be all killed here, because... Oh wait, never mind. I thought there would be more Tech 2 defense turrets here, but there was only one, and now the wishes, right? the wishes out from Loyalists are actually running over this position, destroying invaluable Tech 2 massing structures, and nobody's doing anything about it. I feel like at this point Blast should probably send some gunships to deal with those, because, you know, Loyalists have extremely low health. Gunships would be pretty good at eliminating them, but it looks like Jenstad will actually solve the problem by just sending some Titans to chase after these Loyalists. Titans are almost like as fast as the Loyalists. Oh, and also the commander of Angry Dot is here, so never mind. This is where it ends for those commanders, yes. The Loyalist went boom equals EMP, yes. So the Loyalist assault bot is unique in that one of the other things that Cyberns do a lot is that their weapons have EMP on them, which whenever enemies get hit, they actually get stunned by this EMP for a few seconds. So for example, Cybern Tech 1 artillery pieces have that, as opposed to every other artillery pieces of every other faction. And also Loyalists, when they die, they explode with a small EMP around them, stunning any enemies that might be, that might be touching them, basically. This, however, is a serious problem now. There are armored assault bots coming out from Wesh, now overrunning the frontal positions, former positions of FTX Commando that now belong to Jenstad. It looks like, yeah, they are targeting the massing structures, of course they are. going to be putting some extra hurt on Team 2's economy. You can clearly see that Team 1 is super far ahead in economy, 830 versus 730, essentially 100 mass ahead. In no small part thanks to these successful raids. And the bricks show no signs of stopping. The bricks are basically a more powerful version of those loyalists. They are quite a bit slower, but they're also much more powerful. You can see right now 7,500 health on a brick, as well as I can't see how much DPS that is. 312 DPS all on a brick versus, if there are still some left over, yes indeed, versus a total of 3,300 health on a Titan with 135 DPS. So basically they've got double the health of a Titan with triple the damage output. Those guys mean serious business. However, now they will just be eliminated because, you know, there are gunships in the area and the air force of Team 1 is nowhere to be seen, so these just, yeah, they have to retreat or die. They did do some serious damage though, considering they've killed a couple Take 2 mass extractors, but it's not entirely clear if it was worth it, considering, you know, the bricks are also highly valuable. Vanilla Loyalist where OP Galactic Colossus can grab one and screw itself. Oh, yep. FAF changed it so comms and T4 are immune to EMP, we have reduced effect. It is. Oh yeah, the bricks did just scale down the cliff, and now the Titans are doing the exact same thing. So yeah, someone should probably report that to the to the creator of the map, whoever that was. I'm not entirely sure it's intended, but yes, everybody is scaling that cliff, no problem whatsoever. Apparently, both the units of Seraphim and the UEF have been outfitted with brand new climbing equipment, which allows them to easily scale almost to, you know, sheer cliffs. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Happens sometimes, I suppose. Anyway, in terms of total mass recruit, which is also extremely important, an extremely important number, we can see that yes, Team 1 is still far ahead, almost 500,000 mass versus 480,000. Bipedal movement OP there, yeah, that could also be the case. I think bipedal bots have an easier time traversing this in comparison to tanks. A big land engagement happening directly in the middle. Some Tech 1 units supported by, or I should say Percivals and Titans supported by some Tech 1 units versus a group of bricks. These bricks are being hidden by stealth, by a stealth field. It doesn't matter though, because they are clearly visible to the scouts flying overhead. But still, you know, there are enough bricks here to force these Percivals and Titans away, because there are clearly not enough of them to contest. Percivals are the UEF equivalent of the brick. You know, they are even more, well, they have less health actually at 7,200, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, they have like higher range or something. Let me actually see. Yeah, they have 333 DPS, so yeah, they actually exceed the DPS of a brick, and most importantly, the difference is, the Percivals have extremely low rate of fire, but high damage per shot, which means they can do something similar to the Obsidian tanks, where they can, if they all focus on one enemy, they will destroy that enemy instantly and gradually reduce the enemy DPS like that at a much faster pace than, for example, the bricks can. I'm currently working with Jip, the game counselor, to fix the implement bugs feature. Fix or implement bugs, yes, or features, yes, indeed. That is all what, you know, that's what you always do when you code, right? You fix bugs but implement more in the process. That's, you know, that's normal. Look at the FAF website with an overhaul, optimizing it with new updates and general improvements. Yep. And so far I'd say you're doing a really great job. You know, it definitely looks more lively now, at least the news page, that is for sure. Okay, let me pour some water. I clearly haven't been drinking enough water here. Let us fix that. Yes, exactly what Rowie said. Percy is alpha shot while Brick is damage over time. So basically, if there are like, what is it? Let me actually pull up the numbers again. Damage per shot is actually 1450. So yeah, if 5 Percivals shoot at a single brick, they will kill it instantly. Yeah, like I said, that will reduce the firepower of the enemy combat group significantly and also instantly. Yudi is asking for mass. The player with the highest income in the game is asking for mass. That's interesting. I guess he has almost completed himself a megalith experimental megabot, which, yes, The experimental units are the most powerful units in this game. Those are gigantic. Look at this. This thing is bigger than literally, I'm pretty sure, anything else in the game. The Megalith is like the biggest unit. And it's also the most powerful direct fire unit. It has 110,000 health. And its massive cannons do, if I can see here, they do, I can't actually see at all. Yeah. They do 1200 DPS a piece, and there are two of them, so yeah, 2400 DPS and 110,000 health ensures that, you know, the Megalith is a massive threat wherever it shows up. It also has, you know, extremely high range. I think it either outranges or almost outranges the most powerful two-point defense turret, which is only the UEF have access to. But its health is also an enormous problem, because, you know, someone has to do something to actually kill it, or otherwise it will just keep pounding you into the ground, you know. No, it doesn't matter if the Megalith has 110,000 health or, you know, only 20,000 left over, its firepower is still the same. So you definitely should, yeah. If you want to attack it, you need to attack with everything you have, because otherwise it just won't die. And this particular megalith is also supported by a whole bunch of bricks and artillery as well, so it's getting scarier by the minute for Team 2. I think the right flank here is about to collapse, unless something miraculous happens, like, I don't know, maybe Blast builds like a whole bunch of strategic bombers and just bombs this megalith into oblivion. That could be an option. Not quite happening so far though. Wesh is saying there is no sound. Apparently, yeah, both Wesh and Zwaffelnoob can't hear anything, or... Oh, no, excuse me, no. Wesh is the only one who has no sound, right? Zwaffel is actually communicating with his team. I wonder if they are telling him where to target the nuke. What is this mega? Oh yeah, there's another megalith on the way, this time out from Wesh. So very soon there will be two megaliths marching down the lanes here, destroying everything that Team 2 holds dear. Currently there is a Ythiltha experimental assault bot out from who is this? Yenstad? Yeah, right, out from Yenstad to match. It can't quite match the power of the megalith, but if it gets close, then at the very least they can score a mutual kill. Both the Ythiltha and the megalith will die. However, it does need to still get close enough and, you know, before dying. And I'm not entirely sure if that's gonna happen, because there are so many bricks and Cerberus turrets here. With that, the Ythiltha is actually, yep, the Ythiltha is already dead. And yeah, the megalith will just walk away from it. Yeah, so the megalith on its own is more powerful, but then when the Ythiltha dies, this thing emerges. This is known as the Iron Storm, as far as I'm aware. This does massive damage per second. However, the problem is it can't really move around all that much, and does the damage indiscriminately to both friend and foe. Yeah, this is countered by just walking away from it, which Yudi has pulled masterfully. Just walks away from this, you know, Iron Storm with both the bricks and the megalith. The storm just calms down, and then, you know, Yudi can walk right back in. So yeah, not a very wise usage of this Ythiltha, basically accomplishing nothing. I'm not sure, but I think those gunships out from Blast might be able to accomplish more. Just the problem is there are too few of them to actually matter. So, and the air from Wesh is also in the area, so there could be an air battle here, and I'm not entirely sure if it's favorable for Team 2. Even though they've got two players producing air, Wesh has a much more powerful economy, so he can afford to produce more on his own. So yes, the second Ythiltha is walking towards the megalith, immediately regrets his decision and runs away. The nuke is coming to... What? The nuke from Zwaffelnoob is actually flying towards the allied Ythiltha. I guess what he was trying to do, he was trying to actually cheat the... He was trying to trick Yudi into walking into the nuke, because, you know, you would assume that something like that would be launched directly at you. So you might, so Yudi might have gotten tricked and just walked in. However, doesn't seem to be quite the case, and I think the only thing that will die here are the planes. If we can see, yep, okay, the planes didn't even die. Nothing died, basically. It was a complete and utter waste of a nuke. And most importantly, it looks like Wesh actually won air. Eliminated almost all of the air out from Blast and Angry Dot, both of them. The megalith is still on a rampage. Well, now is now completely unimpeded in its quest to destroy this fire base. The Ythiltha is hanging behind, you know, wary of the potential damage it could do. few planes and like 2 PD, yeah. Also, it looks like Vodka is also helping with ASF production, or fighter production, but it's nowhere near as much as Wesh's production, so it doesn't really matter. Those grey planes don't really matter, I mean. A second megalith out from Yudi walking in now. So 2 megaliths, a whole bunch of bricks and a whole bunch of artillery. Yeah, I feel like Team 2's right flank is about to collapse any second now. In the meantime, nothing is happening on the left flank. I think, yeah, people just kind of echoing up and letting each other do their own thing. Yeah, so, no, who's this Nullwender? Nullwender is pretty much doing nothing, just built a Ythotha. That's not nothing, but, you know, not much else. A Galactic Colossus to oppose this Ythotha has been produced by Zwaffelnoob, and that's basically it. They aren't really even attacking, they're just standing there, waiting for for the right time to strike. The 2 megaliths with the bricks, however, are still pretty much uncontested. At this point, I'm not entirely sure what Team 2 can do against those. Ankat is telling Blast to go back home. Where is Blast? Oh, Blast is here, right? Well, his commander is under no danger whatsoever, I would say, at least for now. But yeah, probably want to move your commander as far from these megaliths as humanly possible. Yudi is also being extremely careful with those, not throwing them away by any means, but just you know, hanging back, dismantling the opponent's defense piece by piece. All the while, Yudi has the best economy in the game as well well, most mass accrued, but also over 500 mass per second. Nobody on Team 2 even comes close. And also, yes, super far ahead in total mass accrued as well, which is right now the most important stat, because, you know, that's how, as long as you don't throw that away, you will be, you know, you will keep constantly having an advantage over your opponents, and the advantage will keep mounting. This is a problem, though. There are now 2 Ythotha's coming out against those megaliths, and it looks like the bricks, yeah, most of the bricks have been killed. 1 Ythotha will die before it can do anything else. Yudi is focusing very well, you know, destroyed 1 Ythotha with the fire from both megaliths, and now the second Ythotha will meet the same fate. This might allow the Percivals to get closer to the megaliths and actually score some hits on them. But it's not entirely clear if it's gonna work. Okay, so the Ythotha actually did enough damage to the megalith where it could have died, but then the megalith killed the Ythotha and got a rank of veterancy. Now, the veterancy is another mechanic that I'm sure exists in many games, but in Supreme Commander it exists as well. Whenever one of your units kills enough enemy units, it ranks up, increasing its health and health regeneration. This is how the megalith was able to go from red health all the way back to yellow, because when it killed the Ythotha, it got some health back. There is also a Galactic Colossus out now from, who's this? Vodka, right, yes. Galactic Colossus out from Vodka, and an Awasa experimental bomber out from Wesh. Now this thing is completely brilliant, as I'm sure I will demonstrate in a second. If you can, yep, see, it drops a bomb. And then this bomb, see, it just melts everything here. The shields, you know, this cliff base is exposed, so now the artillery can finish it off. But basically this bomb, it explodes like a nuke, so it has an extremely powerful explosion that does 11,000 damage per hit. For reference, the Fat Boy with this experimental mobile factory here has 32,000 health, so 3 bombs will kill that, no problem, no questions asked. But yeah, we might see the spectacular explosion here. Nope, no spectacular explosion because he hit a shield again. It doesn't explode nearly as spectacularly when it hits a shield, but there's also a massive problem here, as we can see Jenstad's base getting overrun by a massive horde of bricks. How many is that even? It's like, yeah, 16 bricks right here just on this little screen. And it looks like there isn't really anything Jenstad can do. Like, his Fat Boy can probably defend against those, but it needs to kite them, you know, it needs to run away from them. In the meantime, the bricks are making the beeline straight for Jenstad's commander. While the commander is powerful, it has itself a nano repair upgrade as well as the primary weapon upgrade. It's not entirely clear if it's going to be enough to eliminate all of those bricks, which still keep advancing. They can't even be destroyed by air because Wesh's air force is also in the area, dismantling the air force of the opponents. This looks like this could be the end of Team 2, especially considering the megaliths are now made it as well. The Colossus is here. Jenstad's commander is getting surrounded on all sides. The Fat Boy goes down. the commander will pretty much stand his ground and fight to the last breath. It has no choice anymore. The problem is Blast Shield's commander is also here and also could very easily meet the same fate. The Filtha will never complete here because, you know, it's not enough, yeah. There's a lot of build power here, but there's not enough time to complete it as the Megaliths and the Colossus keep rampaging. There goes Jenstad's commander. There goes Blast's commander as well. Jenstad says, I'm just gonna blame this on being the first game of the day. And yes, indeed, at this point it's not entirely clear what Team 2 can do as their entire right flank has collapsed. The Megalith Micro, the backwards walking, yep. I actually know how to do that as well. Basically, the way you do that, if you send your Megalith too far away from where it's currently standing, it will turn around and try to run away, you know, well, like it normally can. But if you do small clicks behind the Megalith, like if you press shift and click like this, the Megalith will slowly but surely backpedal, which means, you know, its cannons can still shoot whatever is coming at it. You know, Yudi, of course, being one of the best players in the world, can do it easily. I can also do that, but not very easily, and I don't remember when the last time I built a Megalith was. So yeah, Angry Dot is trying his best to produce a whole bunch of those Tech 1 attack bombers, which are extremely cost effective when, you know, when there is no enemy here in the area to stop them. And here, you can see these bombers can actually destroy this Galactic Colossus. It's very much possible, and then they will kill the Megalith as well. It looks like Wesh has actually lost his air while we were talking. You know, Wesh's air is mostly gone. And the only one who has fighters right now in the entire game is basically just Angry Dot. It should be noted that the Awasa, as the wrong Awasa actually. Did the first one die? Okay, I actually can't see the first. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so yeah, the first Awasa out of Wesh was shot down near the Team 2's base. Unfortunate, but yeah, well, what can you do? The Tsar experimental donut is also here, also destroying both the Megalith and the Galactic Colossus. So, for the moment, this advance of Team 1 will actually be stopped here. Even despite all the Megaliths, despite all the units that were here, you know, the Megalith will get killed by the donut, granting the donut a whole bunch of veterancy, no doubt. If I can... Yeah, it almost gave it the second rank of veterancy. The donut, however, doesn't show any signs of stopping, and it can't actually be stopped by anything because there aren't enough fighters out from Wesh. The second Megalith is running away, but it's very easy for the donut to chase it down and kill it. Yes, the Galactic Colossus is somehow still operational, but it won't be for long because, yes, so many bombers, it's just very easy. We'll kill it very easily. Okay, just got another rank of veterancy, 11,000 health, but still, that won't be enough. It will die in a few seconds. The donut is flying straight into Wesh's Air Force, which is an extremely reckless move because now he's basically dead. Yep, there we go. The donut has died. I'm not entirely sure why Angry Dot kept his air back and just let the donut get shot down like that. I think it was just a miss micro, basically. And at this point, Swaffelnoob just decides to quit the game. I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Because, yeah, I feel like there was nothing that could have killed him there. So, yeah, it must have been either some missiles out from Nullwender. Okay, those missiles could have actually killed the commander right there. Maybe that's what happened. They aren't saying anything. The advice doesn't work. When your dude goes to mid to secure mid, and you don't, you need to stay strictly win air. Okay, fair enough. If you give up, if we lose mid and also have less air, game is just fucked. Yep, okay. Alright, so Wesh decides to yes, drop a bomb on top of Angry Dot's commander, and it actually works, and Angry Dot is killed. There we go, that's game over. So yeah, basically, since you can self-destruct every unit in this game, you can also destruct this massive bomber, which whenever it falls on top of the enemy, just kills them instantly. Or not instantly, but no, you know, it does like, I want to say it does like almost more damage than the bomb itself. So, yeah, both the bomb and the bomber itself dropping on top of your commander is basically a guaranteed death for your commander. And that's exactly what happened. So the last commander has been eliminated, which means the game is now over. Team 1 has won, so congratulations to Yudi, Wesh, Nullwender, Vodka, 447, and Ancat for winning this game of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, played and watched using the Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever client. Can't believe I managed to fuck that up. Also, apparently I've been playing with playing and casting with reduced brightness the whole time. I was like, why the hell is this so dark? But yeah, it's just brightness was reduced for some reason. But anyway, I feel like this will be the end of my stream here. So thank you all for tuning in. I will now look for somebody to raid. In the meantime, enjoy my improvised just chatting scene right here, where you can get a better look at my mustache. And yes, thank you for the merciful death. Yes, indeed. That's the way I can play this rim. I think it's called rim shot. At least that's what I learned from recently watching some drum streamers. Yes, so yeah, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a follow, because I am definitely streaming more Supreme Commander. I will even shortly start uploading more Supreme Commander, or not more, but uploading Supreme Commander to my YouTube channel, which you can see right here. There's the link to my YouTube channel. So, and you can, you know, also follow me and see other stuff there, like Instagram, which hasn't been updated in a while, but it will eventually. And also Discord, join my Discord server if you so desire. But anyway, let me just, yeah, start searching for somebody to actually raid. Yeah, I've got like a million tabs open here for some reason. That's okay though. I'm sure it won't like overload my PC and cause it to melt or whatever. Right, let's check out the following. Oh, there's Acid Vash streaming right now. Not sure if he's playing or casting, but who knows, who knows. Who else is playing? Well, there's plenty of people playing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the right idea to raid Vash, because, you know, he's also a fellow Supreme Commander player, so, like, why not? Yeah, let's go do that. So yeah, this is my, whoops. This is my raid alert, so, well, you can copy that and then paste it once we arrive to the other streamers' chat. It might make them really happy to read that from multiple people. Will definitely make me happy, that's for sure. And yes, now I shall be initiating the raid. Raid Acid Vash. Here you go. That should work. Yes, it did work, so yeah. This is going to be my stop, so I will be departing now. Thank you all so much for watching and for participating. I really appreciate y'all, you know, your presence here. It's, you know, streaming and, you know, doing those YouTube videos is like one of the best things I'm doing in my life as of right now. So thank you all so much for being part of that. Here, have a hug. So there you go. There's the hug. So you can hopefully your day now goes better than it previously was. I will now be on my way, but you can go ahead and show some love to this other person, a fellow Supreme Commander player from New Zealand. So for now, goodbye, take care everybody, and see you soon.